I'm yelling down to my knee, Lord, answer me. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, I keep my D clean. I know them niggas don't want no pipe, I keep us easy. Oh, big ass pleasing. My mama tell me all the time, baby, you gonna be a star. But she don't even like right me. For real. How that's your dog in the yup, that nigga won't get your pee. I had to stop fucking with niggas, I knew they weren't fucking with me. And I can't wait to run touch, we gon' run these niggas. Shit, I can't wait to scope touch, we gon' kill the niggas. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I brought the blitz. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I put the extension. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, I make your mama miss you. I had to move up out my mama's house, I couldn't bring the tension. Cause when I leave up out this bitch, I gotta bring the bliss. Hey, when I leave up out this bitch, I don't know if I'll come back in. And if you really had the nigga, you know what I'm feeling. I told my niggas bull out, cause we on a mission. My girl be telling me chill out, cause she need a nigga. And plus my son, he getting older, that's my little nigga. It ain't shit I wouldn't do for my fucking children. And making it back home to them, you know I ain't playing with you. I hear them niggas talking like I'll keep that playing with you. I heard some niggas wanna ride me down, play with niggas. They know we keep those splits burn, we love to smoke on niggas. I'm tired of bitch ass niggas act like we don't know a nigga. I'm tired of bitch ass niggas act like we won't get with them. I feel like got a pin, I swear y'all be annoying nigga. I feel like got a pin, young nigga, I keep a Jordan with me. I feel like got a pin, these 3-3s, they a hit a nigga. Yeah, these 3Ds a hit a nigga. I feel like got a pin, young nigga, I keep a Jordan with me. I keep a Jordan with me. I feel like got a pin, young nigga, I keep a Jordan with me. I little dog in the gut, that nigga won't get your pee. I had to stop fucking with niggas, I know he won't fuck with me. And I can't wait to ride touch, we gon' run the thing. Shit, I can't wait to scope touch, we gon' kill the nigga. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I put the clip. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, that's why I put an extension. I know them niggas ain't fucking with me, I make your mama miss you. I had to move about my mama house, I couldn't bring attention. Yeah, I couldn't bring attention. I had to go up out my mouth, I couldn't bring attention. Hey, when I leave about this bitch, I gotta bring bliss. Hey, when I leave about this bitch, I don't know if I'll come back in. For real. Yeah.
So dope, my eyes low. When you move like God, the time slow. I came back for the blacks and John Doe's. Crack open them land patents, let go of them townhomes. What's a native to a native? Eat $5 dough if he not melanated. Pale faces got you waiting on a savior. Sending prayers up, he texting back on vacation. Yeah, God's children. Give all your praise to Jesus, but how God feeling? He say put no one before him in divine image. It's you with God or Christians. I got a vision, but niggas ain't gotta listen, so they don't. We came from the soil, wasn't fucking with no boats. Bible took our spirit, English potted on our homes. Tribal families turned on us, don't act like y'all don't know. But fuck them and they grudges. We was something turned to nothing. And now we nothing's turned to somethings. Reincarnation of ancients, fresh up out the oven. This the message to the black man. 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 Shooters on my roof, lawyers in the coop. We can never die, bitch, we bulletproof. This the message to the black man. This the message to the black man. Say you wasn't slaves, you was prisoners of war. And stop wasting your time, these other bitches ain't important. You ain't meditating, you ain't mating with the source. Like what the fuck's a noodle if you ain't painted with the sauce? I find it hard to trust the pastor who rather side with the master who preaching we should submit while getting murdered and captured. About how we should wait on God is never our vernacular. They get
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. Alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me care. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They gon' see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They gon' see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with Perky, now that hair run up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They gon' see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them.
Hey man, all I'm saying is, nigga, you always got something to say. It's like you don't shut up. On the track. A lot of niggas died 1865. Single Michael fled high, I ain't gon' let it ride. Everybody hot and black was never on your side. They do maps to tell your apps where you sleep at night. They put that white man on. Got you begging them for answers like that white man know. Had you swearing you was African, that's that white man home. Had you proud to be a savage, that's that white man zone. And I ain't talking shit, this by definition. And being savage was our nature, y'all be non-existent. We done took your ass out when we was in them kitchens. Instead of showing you how to live and how to maintain business. White supremacy fake. Only way that shit real is if you do what they say.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. Alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They gon' see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They gon' see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with Perky, now that hair run up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They gon' see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the odds wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid. Yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They gon' see me, yeah.
Lost see, I glossed through and shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the feds, giving names. Who gon' feed my family if they take me out the game? Keep one in the head and one eye open, that ain't change. I'm quick to catch a body. When I shoot, he shoot, I know bro shooting right beside me. Them hollow tips go through the wall and then they hit his body.
Peace, 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 peace. Peace and blessings to all the American Aborigines in the chat. It's your big brother. Aboriginal Power, Grand Rising, happy wake and bake. You understand me? We're going to have a nice little dialogue. We got some audio lined up. Man, we got the realest chat in the building, man. Give it up for the realest chat in the motherfucking building. Shout out to you guys. All right, man. If y'all really rock with the channel, make sure y'all thumb up that video. We got like 30 likes in here. Let's get it up to 60 likes. Thumb up the video. Support the channel. You understand me? I want to get into some audio. Before I get into that, I want to put out my disclaimer. I am not a FBA. I do not push black. All right. I do not promote Tariq Nasheed. I do often play his videos because of the dialogue at hand, and we piggyback off of that dialogue, oftentimes critiquing. So shout out to everybody that's tuning in. And when I talk about pretending Indians, I'm talking about these fake Indians that's not really part of no Indian tribes that don't get no Indian benefits, right? And that shit on other brothers and sisters that's coming into their knowledge. All right, that's my disclaimers. All right, with that being said, let's get straight into the audio. Drop them fire emojis in the chat if y'all can hear me loud and clear. And make sure y'all go thumb up the video. Let's get it.
Culture, and they center themselves around their culture, everything else is going to fall into place because now you have an understanding of who exactly you are and what exactly your needs are. We as foundational Black Americans, we've been giving so much of our culture away to other groups. It's gotten so bad they would turn around and tell us we don't have a culture after we've given all of our culture to them and attribute our greatness to them. Now that we stopped doing that, everybody wants to cry foul now. And now we're starting to make some waves. People thought we were joking around. Now we got reparations back on the table because there's been different reparations movements. A sister named Callie House had a reparations movement coming out of slavery. They ended up jailing that sister and dissipating the movement. Queen Mother Moore had another reparations movement, 50s and 60s. These people were using the term descendant of slaves back then. These are not new terms. We got to give credit where credit is due. These are not new terms at all. We have to show respect to our foundational Black American ancestors for the work they've done, and we have to pick up that mantle. They wanted foundational Black Americans specifically to get reparations. They were sabotaged. They were thwarted. We got to get back on that wave. And we have to understand who we are, and we have to respect who we are, and we have to not let people shame us for acknowledging who we are, because people are trying to drill this thing in our heads.
And I don't know nothing about the slavery shit, but for those that might got that, that's what, you know what I mean? Y'all deal with that, y'all. You know what I mean? But for those that had other atrocities like paper genocide, the Aboriginal people of this land got to deal with that same situation. We got to deal with the same gripe. You understand me? For you to have to go back and find your true lineage, it lets you know something catastrophic had happened, some type of atrocities you have went through. So we have to embrace that as well. That's why we're all doing genealogy. That's why we all understand that we've been misclassified as all kind of different ethnic groups within the last 50 years. And so now we understand that this is the game that they play.
That you guys are really just African. Okay? We're genetically African, but culturally we.
See, this is where I gotta correct Tariq Nasheed once again. Tariq Nasheed thinks that he's genetically African. I'm not a genetic African. I'm an Aboriginal of America. So if you deal with the genetically African shit. And I feel like no foreigner should get no reparations on my land before the original people. So if you're African, you're still a foreigner. I don't care if you came willingly, unwillingly, or not. That's just the facts. I'm an Aboriginal. My lineage ties here. My people's been here. You understand me?
Are a different group. You don't try to make Jamaicans all African. You guys are really just African. Okay? We're genetically African, but culturally we are a different group. You don't try to make Jamaicans all African. They're not called African Jamaicans. You don't have African Trinidadians. All of these other groups are allowed to have this.
It's because they're not African for the most part either. These people are Iraq. These people are goddamn all kind of other goddamn tribes. You understand me? They Aboriginal to the Western Hemisphere, not to the Eastern Hemisphere. People gotta understand that. How the hell we got older DNA found in niggas in North Carolina than the motherfucker anybody found in Africa, dead or alive. You understand me? So We have to know the importance of who we are.
Specific culture, we are told we're not supposed to acknowledge our specific culture. Why is that? Because so many people leech off of our culture. We're supposed to attribute our culture to everybody else. Now that we're not doing that, people are crying foul because now they have to hold their own nuts and they are not cutting the mustard. They have not put up any cultural wins on the board. Don't ever let anybody tell a foundational Black American about no damn culture. None of these groups have a culture. I'm not trying to be mean. Let me be real, because sometimes I know a lot of people who are non-FBA, they're all like, oh man, come on, don't beat up on us. I'm not talking about my riders. If you are a non-FBA rider, we're rocking you. If you are a non-FBA person who support what we do, we rock with you. We have love for you. We have respect for you. We want you to continue to rock, because I always rock with brothers and sisters in the motherland, brothers and sisters in the Caribbean. We rock with you. But the tether class who want to come over here and leech off us and eat off us and disrespect and try to undermine us and try to tether us, nah. Y'all not going to come over here and start talking about all your culture. We don't have no culture. You got all this culture. And when somebody asks you what your culture is, you can't say what it is because you have no culture. Your culture is fleeting. Let's be real. We got to talk truth tonight. I'm not going to mince words here. The culture is running. These other groups don't have no culture. The only people who have a real culture, that's us over here. We are the culture. Foundational Black Americans, we are the culture. The white supremacists don't have no damn culture. What culture does the white supremacists have? Except stealing from us. They have no culture. We are the culture. Everything great about the United States and of America was either designed by foundational Black Americans or influenced by foundational Black Americans. We've had a hand in everything great in America.
And we can just go ahead and nip that and just say Aboriginal Americans. You feel what I'm saying? Black Americans, so-called Black Americans, and Aboriginal Americans. You feel what I'm saying?
American culture. We are American
That's
culture.
the same.
Without any exceptions. You can't name anything great that we have not either designed, created, or at least influenced. You understand me? The only thing the white supremacists do is steal. They've stolen from us. This is real. And the thing is, our culture is so buried. Our culture is buried. This is why I started doing film, so we can talk about our culture. But family, what they're doing now, the white supremacists and the Democrats, they see that we're talking about reparations. I need y'all to share this. Hey, share this. Share the link for this broadcast right now.
Yeah, make sure y'all share the live stream, man. Share the live stream, hit the like button, thumb up the video. It's very important for you guys to hit that like button out there.
We're having class tonight. They understand that we are talking about reparations. We want reparations. We want it in cash payments, and we want it specifically for foundational Black Americans. We've already set a template out here in California. We've already set the template here in California, and it was a struggle. But we set a template, we set a precedent out here with the California Reparations Committee. And now the white media jumped all on it. Black Americans are talking about getting reparations. It's going to exclude other Black people. It's going to exclude, that was the headline they were running with. It's going to exclude Black people from the Caribbean. It's going to exclude Black people from Africa. That was the narrative. It's not excluding them. They weren't qualified for the reparations anyway. We're not excluding them. They were excluded with building this country. This is a reparations claim for our enslavement and the financial gains that the country got and the financial deprivation that we received. And that same deprivation and struggle was passed down to us. We have to try to make it in spite of the deprivation. That's why descendants of slaves in America, descendants of the freedmen, we have to be compensated. It makes zero sense to compensate groups who weren't even here, and they know that. They know good and damn well it don't make no sense to compensate groups who weren't even here during American slavery. It makes zero sense. That's the dumbest thing ever, and they know it's dumb.
He keeps trying to usher in this slave narrative, not knowing that other people was enslaved here in this land at his exception. So you got to be cool with this slave narrative.
They want to mix that up to muddy the waters. And notice it's these democratic shield organizations that's doing it. All of the NARC and NCOBRA, all of these are fake reparations organizations. These aren't reparations organizations. These are really immigration organizations, okay? These are immigration organizations that the Democrats have sicked out there. The name of the game is to always mix us up and compare us with immigrants. That's why they always try to lump other people in our reparations claim. They know what they're doing. They know ultimately this is going to allow immigrants, if we let it, to come in and get reparations off of our struggle, which is what they want to do anyway. And that's what their paymasters send them out there to do. These people are pro-immigration because they're democratic shields. Okay, let's be very clear. We have to shut that nonsense down at all costs. So now we're talking about reparations. And we're starting out here in California. Now, what happens in California usually transfers.
And that's what I said last time. Usually that's a good thing for brothers just wanting it. We trying to usher in restitution, but I guess it's steps to everything. You know what I mean? I guess it's going to be steps for everything. And that's why we got to work methodically. Get on this track and double time. It's almost like we need a double time. So shout out to my Aboriginal and my FBA and my American Indian brothers and sisters that's getting on code and understanding what we need to do in North America.
California usually sets the tone. Now, here in California, some people are using the argument, well, why are they talking about reparations in California? There was no slavery in California. Oh, my God. All right, here's the answer to that. Number one, when California was acquired by the United States in 1850, California received all of the wealth from the United States federal government that was built exclusively off foundation of Black American slave labor. That makes California complicit. California was acquired by the slave labor, the wealth created from the slave labor. Understand, when people try to use this argument, when we talk about reparations, people start getting dumb. Well, there were only a couple of slave states. Everybody wasn't a slave owner. There was only 3% slave owners. I'm not trying to hear none of that stuff. The United States government sanctioned slavery. So the entire government is complicit. You're not going to put it on a couple of states and a couple of slave masters. You're not going to do that. The government was complicit. We could not get out of slavery because of the federal government. The federal government kept foundational Black Americans enslaved.
That sounds like systematic slavery.
All right? Let's be very clear. Don't let them try to play there was only a couple, there was a plantation here and a plantation there.
See, they try to make it seem like plantations and shit like that, but this is systematic slavery is what he's describing.
I didn't own a slave. Stop that. You were part of this government. This government sanctioned slavery, right? The entire government is complicit, including California. The state of California is complicit too. Not only that, California, let's be very clear, they had unofficial slavery out here in California big time. Don't let people make you think that slavery wasn't popping out here in California. Yes, the hell it was. Let me tell you about California. California, when it became a state, the only reason they didn't make it a slave state was because the West, California, they wanted to be on this pretend, rugged individualism so that the average man can come out here and cut it and make it and get his own land on the Western frontier, that whole cowboy bullshit, which most of the cowboys, or many of the cowboys were Black men. But that whole thing where they wanted, the average white supremacist wanted to come out here and stake his own claim. You understand? That was the allure of the West, that people can come out here and stake their own claim. The government expanded the West, gave people homestead grants and all of this stuff. But The name of the game was for white supremacists to come out here to kind of stake their own claim. They didn't want slavery out here, and it passed by a narrow margin that they banned it, because what they didn't want were rich slave owners coming out here getting the best land. If they sanctioned California officially as a slave state, the wealthy slave owners just would have came out here and got the best land, okay? That's what they didn't want. And plus there was a gold rush out here. So they didn't want the wealthy white supremacists coming out here getting all this beach land and all of this fly stuff. So there's no slavery. We don't want the slave owners coming out here with all their money. Let's start fresh, okay? So they did allow white supremacist slave owners to come on out here, just do it under the radar. You just come over here, we'll turn a blind eye. You can bring your slaves, we'll turn a blind eye.
See, he keep pushing this whole slave narrative, right? And he got to get past this slave narrative. Seriously.
Stuff you ain't got to do, that's divisive, because now you're being a damn tether. Tethering is divisive because now you're undermining us. And we don't get none of your immigration benefits. We don't get none of your damn DACA and all of this stuff. We don't get none of that stuff. We don't get none of it. Let me play the rest of her talking about this divisiveness nonsense. Hold on. It ain't that much, but hold on.
You know, more division in the Black community when it. So anyway, in here, I'm curious.
More on here. We had
like every single Black person included. My question is specifically for people who have been here since enslavement, whose families were certainly harmed by policies like Jim Crow, like the war on drugs, etc. So, you know, I don't know that including that group of people would necessarily be illegal, according to what you were saying.
Well, potentially it could, because a harm space model, particularly in a multicultural California, would actually would allow for other non-people of color to actually be included. And so, again,
right, exactly. This is what I was telling people.
And race-based race-based standards are illegal under constitutional law standards, and we're not saying that, you know, we're not going to face some type of challenge.
And that's another thing. See, this is why it's important to make it lineage based. You're not supposed to get politics right. They know that will get struck down. The Democrats know that. That's why they keep trying to get us to make it race based to include all.
A lineage based approach would be the least likely to be challenged under constitutional law standards.
So anyway, in here, I'm curious your thoughts, because would a lineage-based approach be, you know, more division in the Black community when it comes to this? Would it be a win?
Okay, this is a talking point that the Democrats have sent down to all of their shields. Notice that they always use that, well, this is going to divide the Black community. That's a talking point. All of these Democratic shields are saying the same thing. Have y'all noticed that? All of these damn Democratic shills are using the exact same talking point. Well, this is going to cause division in the Black community. Won't this cause division? That's something that their white Democratic puppet masters been sent out for them to say. That's a shaming tactic that they're trying to use. That is a shaming tactic. Remember, when they had the reparations committee meeting the other day, we kept hearing those in-Cobra and NARC people say the same thing. Well, it's going to be divisive. It's going to be divisive among Black people if we leave all people out. It's going to be divisive. Y'all want to be divisive? Damn a divisive. That's emotion. We ain't got time for that. We're talking business. Ain't nothing wrong with divisiveness if we're talking business. Yeah, we're being divisive. So go on about your business. We don't have to be non-divisive. All right, you're not going to shame us. This ain't divisive because you ain't got no business in this anyway. Let's be very clear with all that damn divisive nonsense. This is a claim that you have no stake in. You can't be divided for something that you ain't even entitled to in the first place. If somebody's trying to walk in your house and take something, you say, hey, don't take nothing. Oh man, you're being divisive. Nigga, you ain't supposed to be in my house. taking stuff. What are you talking about? You ain't got no claim to this stuff that we're talking. We're talking about reparations for slavery. Nobody in your family was enslaved in America. So you have no claim to none of this. So you shouldn't even be in the conversation. Just the fact that you're trying to leech off of something you ain't got nothing to do, that's divisive because now you're being a damn tether. Tethering is divisive because now you're undermining us. And we don't get none of your immigration benefits. We don't get none of your damn DACA and all of this stuff. We don't get none of that stuff. We don't get none of it. Let me play the rest of her talking about this divisiveness nonsense. Hold on. It ain't that much, but hold on.
You know, more division in the Black community when it comes to this? Would it be a win for some of the harm that we've already seen take place amongst our people? Your thoughts?
I think it's a weird argument, that, like, one, take a look at that book over your shoulder, Isabel Wilkerson's Caste, where she talks about specifically the way that race operates and creates an overall effect of subordinating entire populations, even across lines of class. Now, beyond this, if we look at the fundamental fact of it, California was not a slave state. It entered the Union in 1850, part of the compromise of 1850, which in turn created a slave-catching bureaucracy. That in order for California to enter the Union, other people who had escaped slavery were now more likely to be dragged back into slavery in other places. So the argument that people who descend from a free person prior to 1900 is entirely arbitrary. I don't understand the basis of this. And ultimately, if we talk about specific policies, specific discriminatory policies that looked at people as groups, then it would only make sense to respond in terms of recompense for the communities that were affected by that. And so what this ultimately is a kind of Black equivalent of kind of the white nativism that we've seen on the right for so long.
Okay, that's another talking point. That's another talking point from the Democrats. They got little bussy man up here talking. I smell bussy juice, by the way. I don't know. I don't know, but here they go. Y'all sound like white supremacists. That's a talking point. Start looking out for these talking points. This Black nativism, that we all got affected. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. This is not a racism claim. We're talking about a slavery reparations claim. See how they keep trying to conflate systematic racism and being compensated for that with our reparations claim. We're talking two different things. If we want to get something to talk about systematic racism, that's something else. We can start that over there. We got something going on over here that's specific for us, which is slavery in America. This is a slavery reparations claim. Everybody wants to leech off of that. They see we getting some momentum, so they want to pile on all of this other stuff and leech off that. And we're not letting them. We're not going to play these games. This is why we got to stay on our square, family. The Democrats got all their shills at our necks.
Camilla, your response.
Hold on.
Yeah, so first, there was, in fact, slavery in California. Second, if you escaped slavery and came to California, if caught, you would be re-enslaved under California's Fugitive Slave Act, which was enacted.
Where's all these slave acts at?
You were stripped of all of that other stuff.
Where's all that slave act at? What is this shit? Fugitive slave acts and all this.
Named after a mythological Black queen, Queen Califia. There were always Black people in California. The Black aboriginals of California were the original inhabitants here, sir. The natives of California were black-skinned people. The Mojave Indians were black-skinned people. The Ohlone Indians were black-skinned people. You can Google this stuff. You had some red natives here and there, but many of the natives in California were black-skinned people. All right? Let's be very clear. California was named after a black woman, dude. Stop it. This is our land. California is our land, always has been. We've just been occupied by the white supremacists. The Spanish knew how to get here because of the black Moors, and they used black translators and tour guides to bring them here. The people who were really discovering America were the black tour guides of the Spanish. Balboa brought black people. Ponce de Leon brought black people. They brought Estevanico, the Moor, who was really the real explorer of the interior of the Americas, writing stuff down and translating things for the Spanish white supremacists. This is our land. See, we got to stay claim to our land. We've just been taken over by the white supremacists. But even before, there were black people coming over here to trade with the other black aboriginals and the red aboriginals. All right?
Dude, that's some stupid shit that he just said. Ain't no such thing as no red aboriginal. Ain't no Mongoloids aboriginal to this land. Tyreek, do you not understand what you're saying? It's like, nigga, what? What'd you just say? Like, you gotta do better.
There were black people coming back and forth to the Americas to trade. Let's be clear. All up and down, I mean, as far as the West Coast, all up and down the East Coast, all in Florida, there's a reason why they brought black translators over here. Even in medieval times, there were books and maps. You had people like Al-Idrisi, who was a Moorish map maker, who made a map of the North American and South American continent back in medieval times. Very well documented. There's a reason why Christopher Columbus got access to those maps in 1492, right after the Moors were pushed out. The minute the Moors were pushed out of Spain, remember, when you're taken over by a group, they get all the goodies. That's why Spain had all that money. They got all the gold and resources that the Moors had because they conquered the Moors, pushed them out. When you conquer an empire, you get all the goodies. You get the spoils of war. Not only do you get the goodies, you get all their maps. Columbus got the Moorish maps and started taking Moorish navigators with him. This is our damn land. Oh, yes, it is. That includes California. Don't get it twisted.
Why did these so-called Moors have maps to the Americas, but nobody else did? Who are these black people that was in Europe if they no longer in Europe no more? And why did they all retreat? It's because they was never from Europe. They came from America prior to that and got ran out by the Spains in around 1490 something.
And let me go even deeper. A lot of these, see, and when people start talking about name designations and all that, look, we made a power move by designating our tribe, our group, our nation as foundational Black Americans. We named ourselves. That's very powerful. And then people say, well, y'all just made that up. What y'all doing? Y'all made that. Yeah, all groups are either named by some names that somebody made up or they made it up themselves. All groups. When you can name yourself, that shows power. We've named ourselves and we've codified our culture around our own name. Now let's be clear. You have native tribes out here that were named by the Spanish. Seminoles, that comes from the Spanish word Cimarron. There's not really a Seminole tribe. That's the grouping of different natives and Black aboriginals and runaway Black people. They got together and they formed the Seminoles, which is a Spanish word or an amalgamation of a Spanish word. I was just in Arizona. Navajo is not the original name of that tribe. The tribe's real name is called the Diné. Navajo Indians are really called Diné. That's their original name. The Spanish gave them the name Navajo. I think, from what I understand, it's a corruption of the word. I think means thief or something like that. I think Navajo, if I'm not mistaken, I think Navajo means thief or something. But the Spanish gave them the name Navajo. Okay? And when people, speaking of Native American tribes, when people start talking about us, because I've noticed this argument too coming from the Democrats, when we start talking about reparations, they'll say some dumbass stuff. Well, if we include black people, we got to include Native Americans too. Number one, again, that's backseatism. That's backseatism. Trying to put us in the back seat to prioritize other groups. Number one, Native Americans already got their reparations. Do y'all know how much free stuff Native Americans get? Man, I was out there in Arizona last week. Man, what don't they get? Everything they get handed to them, dude. Everything, dude. Free schools. They got their own schools, their own police force. I saw Navajo police cars driving around. Just buku acres of land, casinos. Man, the natives get everything, dude. Monthly checks. Some of they get regular checks on a regular basis.
Yeah, Tariq could not see himself is confused on history. He himself is confused on history. Nobody's equipped to teach Aboriginal history unless you've been studying and teaching this shit for years. He hasn't. He just joined the ball game. You know what I'm saying? But I got some information we need to enlighten this brother on because he still thinks that the motherfucking red man is an Aboriginal. He said it was red and mongoloid Aboriginal. The fuck?
Don't ever let them run up on you telling you what some Native Americans should get. Boy, they get a whole bunch of stuff. Or any kind of grant that's out there, they get first dibs at grants. Don't ever let them pull that crap on you. They get a gang of stuff already. I'm out there in Arizona seeing all that fly shit they got, man, all that land. You can't even get on their land unless you pay. You got to pay them to show you, to give you a tour of their land. Man, they got it popping over there. Free health care, everything. And they don't pay taxes, man, they got it popping. Don't ever let them bring that up. Yeah, if you're in Phoenix, you know. Phoenix is beautiful, by the way. Just the air, but Phoenix is a beautiful place. They got it popping out there in Phoenix. They got it popping. And let me tell you this, when they start talking about what Native Americans are supposed to be getting, yeah, you bring up Native Americans, we're going to bring up the fact that some of those so-called civilized tribes, they had black folks enslaved too, so they owe us too. If we're going to talk about Native Americans, let's talk about what they owe too. They owe us.
There go this whole Freeman ass shit. This whole Freeman ass shit. Black people was enslaved by Native Americans. Name the Native American that enslaved them.
Some of that paper too.
Them
oh yeah, y'all not gonna run around
the
here
ones
talking
they calling
about
Native Americans is $5 Indians, man. Them $5 Indians.
What they gonna get? They already getting it, and they owe us. All right, they owe. So now what they're doing now, the white supremacists are very deceptive. They see that we're on our square. Their numbers are looking bad as far as the voting game. Their numbers are looking very bad right now. Their numbers are looking bad because they see we're not really supporting these politicians. And we should continue to not support them unless they break bread. All of this trick bag stuff, all of these janky deals, no, we got to get right to the nitty gritty. It's going to have to be some cash payments directly to Foundation of Black Americans. It's going to have to be cash payments. So now what they're going to try to do, they're going to try to divide us based on gender. They're going to have to try to pander to the bedwench side of the game. So this article just came out, ladies and gentlemen. This filth just came out. Why more black women should consider marrying white men. This came out the other day. Ladies and gentlemen, this is desperation. This, ladies and gentlemen, is desperation. And they got Ketanji Brown Jackson up here with her zaddy. They've been trying to promote that zaddy nonsense with her. Look at this. They're trying to pander to the bed wenches now. They got zaddy sitting here. Oh, look at this image. Mammy, mommy, zaddy, mixed race daughter. And looking at, that's like one of those old Spanish pictures where they wanted to so-called improve the race by whitening up the kids. Okay, this is that, they're pandering to that mammy energy now. Oh, this is a very, very special picture that they put up here. Go get you a zaddy. Don't be like Kamala. Kamala has a zaddy. Ketanji has a zaddy. Leave those. Look, this bedwench has a zaddy. Jody Turner Smith has a zaddy. Come on, get you a zaddy. Melody Hodson got a zaddy. Oh, this is desperation, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what they don't tell you about zaddy is 30% of the population and like 85% of the pedophiles and child molesters. They don't tell you that about zaddy, or you already know that about zaddy. You see, Candace Owens and all that. Yeah, zaddy is 30% of the population, but 80-something% of the pedophiles and child molesters. All right. So you're going to get into you're most likely to get into some deviant sex with zaddy. Remember with that Jody Turner, she's up there taking naked pictures. She's butt naked and her zaddy is in a suit. All right. Shout out to people hitting the Cash App, by the way. Shout out to the people hitting the Cash App. But they're pandering to the mammies now. They're trying to tell the mammies, get you a zaddy. Why you want to be with these black men? They out here getting shot. Come on, get you a cool little zaddy. Vote for us. Black girl magic. They're trying that whole feminism thing. Be like the white women. That's what white women do. You can be a substitute white woman by getting you a zaddy. Yeah, get you a damn zaddy. Yeah, he might be a pedophile, but don't worry about that. There's a reason why Ketanji Brown was sitting up here passing these lenient laws to pedophiles. Remember? They were getting on her case because she was so lenient on pedophiles. She was extremely lenient on pedophiles. There's a reason why. She's up there with that damn zaddy. You don't know what that zaddy is up to. There's always some weird stuff going on behind closed doors with these zaddies. Yeah, the writer is black, but he's a funny style Negro. But this is Democratic shield talk, ladies and gentlemen. See, they want sisters to get into this slave play, janky sex play nonsense. This is what they want because they want you to be buck broken. They understand sisters get into these relationships with these zaddies break you spiritually. And you go along with the BS. They understand that. They understand that these zaddies be breaking. That's why you end up naked on a balcony taking pictures. They put you into a slave mentality. They turn you into a bedwench plantation mammy who ain't gonna fight no damn white supremacy. This woman, Ketanji, has sat up here and went against black people fighting for racism for years. Black people filing lawsuits, and this woman has ruled against black people trying to get discrimination lawsuits through. They know they're mammies and bedwenches, ladies and gentlemen. And people have been getting on her case for being so lenient about pedophiles. And speaking of pedophiles, did y'all hear about Disney? Did y'all hear about Disney? This is something, family, when we talk about buck breaking, we meant just that. These people are very serious about what they're doing. Disney exec wants half of its characters to be LGBTQIA, minorities by the end of the year. They're always equating us with minorities. So this is a Disney executive talking about making half the Disney characters LGBT. Family, Folks tried to act like we were making stuff up. When we put out buck breaking, oh, they tried to slander us. Because we put a wrench in the game with buck breaking. Oh, we put a wrench in the game with buck breaking. And there was so much truth there, they couldn't discredit it. So now what they're doing, they're just like, hey, let's just throw it all out there. The jig is up. Let's not even pretend we don't have an agenda no more. Hey, y'all, let's throw it through. Let's just throw everything we can. Let's just throw that stuff through. Family, they're getting very degenerate with this pedophile stuff with these cartoons. The Proud Family on Disney is sick. We have to stop our children from watching it. They put these black kids on there. Naturally, my kids want to watch it. Hey, Dad, we want to see that. Me and my wife put that stuff on for like 5 minutes. My wife was like, turn that off. The Proud Family is an LGBT show, basically. They tried to make it seem like they just got a couple of LGBT characters. No, the show is LGBT. The whole thing is an LGBT cartoon with these little black boys switching around, putting on makeup. It's way inappropriate. Don't let your kids watch that. It is so incredibly inappropriate. Well, let me tell you something how slick these white supremacists are. Let me show y'all how slick they are. On a new cartoon they got a new cartoon on Disney called Turning Red. And it's about a panda. This girl turns into a panda. It's based on some Asian characters or whatever. And I kept seeing the pandas with this sign on their arm. This sign right here. Now, this is in a few of the scenes. A couple of the pandas had that particular sign on their arm. All right. Now, that sign is very significant. Okay. That's a significant sign. That's a sign for pedophilia. That's a symbol for pedophilia, ladies and gentlemen. I've talked about this many times. All right. I've talked about that before. Hold on. Let me show y'all something. Hold on. Right here. I've talked about this before. And the FBI, I think the FBI put out a memo talking about certain signs that pedophiles use. Where's the sign? There's a whole list that they put out warning people about certain signs and signals. All right. This particular sign here. That signal there. Watch out for that signal. I'm trying to find that FBI reference where they were talking about pedophile signs. But they warn people about that. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it on Google real quick. Okay, let me see. Okay, Operation Innocent Images. Okay, hold on. Okay. Where is this? Okay, I'm looking at something called Operation Innocent Images. Where is that? I want them to show the actual signs. Okay, where's the sign? Where's those signs? Okay, secret symbols that end up on children's toys. Okay, I'm looking for it right now. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to find the images. Hold on. Okay, I hate when I'm trying to Google something and it's taking me all over the place. Okay. Okay. Damn it. I'm trying to find this stuff. These secret pedophile signs. But yeah, if you Google some of this stuff, hold on. Okay, here, I think this is it right now. Okay, yeah, this is it. Okay. Okay, right here. Okay. Parents warn over innocent-looking symbols used by pedophiles to indicate their sexual preferences. So look at these signs right here, okay? These are certain symbols that they use, okay? These are certain symbols that they use. So that spiral symbol, you'll always see that in different places. You'll see that in a lot of cartoons. Watch out for that spiral symbol. Got to watch out for that spiral symbol.
And it was on another cartoon I talked about before. It was on Netflix. A cartoon on Netflix had that same symbol. Hold on, where is it? Let me find this stuff. I'm trying to do this stuff on the fly, but yeah, that same symbol was on a Netflix cartoon, and the character was gay. Let me play that clip real quickly right here. I want y'all to see this. This is from Netflix.
I'm gonna drop the link in the chat if anybody want to come on right quick. That's the end of that video we're gonna play. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all quiet out there. I see some trolls out here. We can get some of these trolls on here. See if we can get the boy Chris Connors to come on. He's always in the chat talking shit. Let's see if we can get him to come on. While we do that, we're gonna take a quick break, man. Hit the link. We're just gonna play some music while y'all hit the link. We're gonna play a quick little jammy jam while y'all hit the link. Let me see. Hit that link if anybody want to come up. We'll be right back.
See my life has been in motion. I'm a little windy. I'm not giving up yet. If you with me, time to place up your bet. Ain't no turning back. Got niggas who ran. When we caught his ass, got caught in that jam. Yeah, you know who I am. Yeah, you know who I am. I can feel it coming. I can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. It's that feeling in your stomach, you can feel it coming. Yeah, you can feel it coming. Fake love, that snake you in your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it. Too much fake love, that snake you in your face, love. Your face, love. That snake you in your face, love. I told my brothers we gon' make it, that's how God wrote it. And the snake gon' show his face, cause that's how God wrote it.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hopefully everybody got to hit that like button. We got Sister Betty on the panel. What's going on? Peace and blessings.
Hey, Ab. Hey, peace to the chat room. Ab, I just came up because this shit it just keep going too far. And I really need y'all to hear me out on this one, Ab. I mean, I'm not coming as no troll. I'm only sharing to y'all what I know. And this is facts. Tariq, I'm sorry, but this brother don't know what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to benefits that them fucking $5 Indians is getting. And let me explain it to you, Ab, and hear me out for a minute. I'm gonna explain it to you the right way, because a lot of our people are not aware of things that they have rights to, because it's been held from them, and it's been held from a lot of our by a lot of our leaders, because they're soaking it up and not properly informing our communities like they're supposed to. So somebody like Tariq, that's very severely uneducated about it, or he might be, but just trying to sell his fucking soul so he could get his business that he's trying to get going, making movies and shit. He want to be a new Tyler Perry. But that's another story. But let me tell you the truth about the benefits, the same benefits that are applied to us as a people that we were never made aware of. Those $5 Indians that he's talking about, that they get benefits and shit, Ab, they are 501c3, all of the tribes, even the federally recognized ones. So, in order to get um, a tax exemption, it's through the 501c3. They are exempt from federal taxes, but they're not exempt from state taxes. And that's a fact, that's the law. Now, when the benefits that he's talking about, the free medical and shit like that, app. It's the same thing we get in our hoods. That's welfare, EBT cards, food stamps, cash benefits. It's the same thing. It's just that they're on their sovereign land and they can apply for those benefits through their tribe, and it comes from the state welfare. And that's a fact. Now, let me tell you the next thing. You can start you can you as an individual, you can start your own nonprofit tribe just like the rest of these $5 Indians. Say for instance, you want to start your own tribe, and it's your family, and it's called Aboriginal tribe, right? And the members of your tribe are your family members. And as a chief of your tribe, you can open your doors up to people set with stipulations set on your own bylaws, right? And then you have a monthly membership, and that's how you grow money for your particular tribe. And you don't have to pay taxes on those dues that all your members pay, because your members, those same monthly dues that your members pay, they can claim that at the end of the year in their taxes as donations to your tribe. Now, here's the second part. Not only do you have a right to start your own nonprofit, which is federally exempt, you can also start your for profit. And guess what? You could build a fucking casino on your for profit. That's how. That's where he makes the mistake at, and thinks that the $5 Indians are getting a lot of money every month. It's from their casino earnings, and they're members of that tribe. So they get monthly checks based on the casino earnings. And I know what I'm talking about. This has not been taught to us. Because why? Because the churches do it. The churches are the nonprofits for the urban community, and they get all the fucking benefits. But guess what? Tariq's role, which he's so fucking stupid, is to keep telling you what he was just saying, so you won't think that you could do the
I'm
same
not trying to
thing.
interrupt, but may I
And
speak next
no,
after
but
the
you gotta
sister?
wait. No, don't interrupt me because I ain't finished. I want my people to get it. I want my people to get this shit. So don't interrupt me until after. What what Tariq is telling you, he's fucking up, and he's probably don't know. He's fucking up beyond his own recognition. The problem is if you, me, Noble, Pata, everybody in our community begin opening up their own family clans, it takes away from the fucking churches. And then the whole world is competing for federal grants. You, your individual family, your church, all the tribes. And that's a fact. Now I relinquish my mic. Combat that. Tell me how I know. I work for the fucking government and I know who approves them. So let's go.
Shout out to Mr. Becky for dropping for the
And
heat.
I'm gonna keep going in on a Tariq until some of our people here in the community, I show them how to start their shit, and then they get it. I'm gonna keep going in on that motherfucker until the people in my community get it.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't have the correct understanding like we know, but I don't agree with Tyreek Nasheed on everything, but I do happen to agree with him on a lot of things, which is mostly the foreign policies, immigration, and how a lot of these other people come over here and undermine us.
That's true too. That is true. That's true. At Power, a lot of the foreign people from well, I won't call them foreign because they're Americans, but from South America, they come over and they reap those benefits as though they are the Indians of North America. And that's what throws everybody off. They forget that you are the Aboriginal, and you can apply and set up for those same things that those $5 Indians done established over here, including casinos. You
Yeah,
can.
I mean, I would totally see that, and I just haven't seen no black uh tribe or no so quote unquote melanated aborigines get land acquired by grants and also receive casino grant money. I haven't received it yet. So,
Because nobody has applied for them, Ab. It's all about getting in there and applying for it, Ab. And that's a
yeah.
fact.
And what's
That's
crazy
probably
is
what they're waiting for. They're waiting on y'all.
yeah. So, like I said, man, that's a dope ass idea. I encourage people to look into it. If motherfuckers is doing it, I would love to see somebody, a Negro tribe of Indians that recently became Indians, get their grants and get their casino. I would love to see it. I've been hearing about it's possible for some time now. Haven't seen anybody just execute it. So that is
That's what
intriguing
we're
to me.
doing, Ab. That's what we're doing. I swear to you. That's what Waya is doing. We have our land, and a lot of those casinos bought their fucking lands. I'm telling you, they got together and buying them lands. And we have our for-profit now. So I can apply and request to set up a casino app. I just have to get permission from the state that I want to do it in.
And most of them get actual petitions signed off by the actual state to recognize their nation within the nation and the jurisdiction by instituting the UNDRIP and the ADRIP. This is how they able to allocate them grants for land, growing cattle, and also business and schooling.
Mark, I
So
don't
they
have an
get
issue with Tariq Nasheed and Dame being jealous of him. He got his own family tribe. His mother's the chief. So I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing for me to be jealous of Tariq. He's the one feeding y'all stupid shit. He's a modern day Jesse Jackson, and he don't even realize it. Has
it's
Tariq
just like
went and
just
applied
like
for any of them benefits, he'll be singing a different song when he does.
Yeah, I
Fuck
don't think
him.
Tariq teaches tribal stuff or anything like that. Get down with tribes, or which if you that's what you want to do, I encourage people to do that. If that's what you want to do, just do it the right way. You feel what I'm saying? I think that what we're talking about is benefits from Native Americans and contrast to us being able to get it. And they do get allocated benefits and grants throughout the year. Uh
You could get the
most
same thing, Ab. I
What
swear you
Sam
can.
AP?
You could get and
Yeah,
apply for the
I mean,
same
I've
thing.
also though I've also been told that as well, and a lot of times, often, which is why you have to go back and do your genealogy and find your tribal lineage, is because at one point in time they excommunicate you or banned you based off of content or your skin. So what they did is they set up criteria for certain people to benefit and certain people not to benefit. And so this system is still in place. So even though technically, right, with our hands, we should be able to get the same benefits as you are Indian, quote unquote, but you're not based off of those same systems in place. And that's what we're seeing time and time again. So it's like we want to keep playing that game, but you try to put on a new uniform to try to play it and keep trying to. I think we shouldn't play their game at all. You know.
No, we shouldn't, but we can apply
I,
for
I
government
believe I believe
grants.
a lot
I
of the
do.
conflict that goes on around the world is usually tribal ethnicity conflict. I believe we need to start dealing with nation states. So once we start dealing with nation state, we'll have a better camaraderie and harmony amongst each other. Tribal conflict is always going to be separative.
Well, I apply for foundational grants so we can get a bulldozer to knock down trees that's on our land. Foundational grants are grants from the private sector. Government grants are from the government, and you qualify and apply for those same grants. Ab, I'm telling you, they're painting a story to keep you from knowing that you are eligible for every single thing that them $5 are eligible for. I'm telling you. I can only express it, but so far until people actually see.
Yeah, yeah, that's all it is. A lot of people will take advice on certain things, but it's hard to take advice on certain things when someone's not applying that they self. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's more or less like sometimes you got to show a motherfucker better than tell it. You know, actions
Yeah.
can speak louder than words. In most cases.
At Home Green, we
Not
have
trying to
to knock down
disrespect, not
some of the
saying, can
trees.
somebody else speak to AP?
Hey,
We we
try not to speak to the chat because they got the chance to come on, and I don't want to distort
oh,
the conversation.
I'm
They
sorry.
most of them are trolls, so you gotta.
What's buzzing, cousin?
What's going on? We got Realize, we got Bubbly, we got Sister Bethy, and we got Karim Bay. Karim Bay, I allow you to speak since you the first brother on here. Tap the
Yes,
phone.
sir. Know what I'm saying? I get what the sister's saying about, you know what I'm saying, like starting tribes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I've been on this Aboriginal knowledge since 2018. You know what I'm saying? I be watching Tariq. You know what I'm saying? I ain't on here to dick ride no nigga, none of that. But he never denounced, you know what I'm saying, Aboriginal lineage. Everybody got their own. You got motherfucker been teaching this shit for 60 years, like Dr. John Henry Clark. He acknowledged that black people been here. Sorry for using black people, but everybody, you know what I'm saying, everybody ain't here. So I'm gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? But you got people like Dr. John Henry Clark that's a Pan-Africanist that's been preaching that black people been in America. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got their own way to the knowledge. Like, I trace my lineage all the way to, I think, the late 1700s, but I got concrete evidence from 1825. Everybody in my family had 150 acres plus from my four-time great grandpa William Fairley to James Owens on my daddy's side. My fourth-time great grandpa, I got James W. Starr. He had over 300 acres, and I'm fighting for that shit in court now. You know what I'm saying? I understand all that starting tribes and stuff like that, but the proof is in the pudding. Ain't nobody paying attention, especially my new generation. I'm 24, bro. Ain't nobody paying attention to shit unless it's concrete evidence. You do, and then we follow, homie. Show us the way. Go ahead and do it that way. A person can lead their family in the right direction. Don't come over here shitting on a nigga that's actually putting in work and actually waking people up, that put up his own money for his own movies and shit like that. Like I said, I'm not dick riding no nigga, but at the same time, bro, like, look at the work folks put in. Don't come on here shitting on folks when they actually pushing a conversation towards reparation. It might not be the reparations you want, but the conversation to being started. Get in on the conversation. He holds spaces every day. Get in those spaces. Speak your piece. Get on his ass about what you feel. Get on that man ass. Tell that man, we Aboriginal, bro. We not black. Get on his ass. Flood that nigga then. If that's how y'all truly feel, don't get in these YouTube spaces talking this shit, but ain't confronting nobody. Like, real shit. Like, we all on the same team, homie. If you what a show a nigga flaws is, if you get in his space and all the Aboriginals get in his space and start talking this shit, popping y'all shit, and he ignore it, that's what gonna let you know that he an agent. Other than that, y'all just speaking, homie. All that tribes and
Oh, he's
501Cs and
ignoring
shit,
me.
show
He
us.
ignoring me
Show
because
us.
I
I was
got
born in
into it.
97. You got to show me.
He
You got
he's
to show me,
ignoring
ma'am. No
me.
Hold
disrespect.
He's
on, y'all.
ignoring
Hold on,
me,
hold
and
on,
I
hold on,
show
hold
you
on,
I'm
hold
a
Hey,
on,
Ab, didn't y'all
hold on,
have a
hold
conversation
on,
if
with
I
Tariq,
have a
bro?
tribe.
hold on. One at a damn time. I don't want nobody getting cut off, and I won't allow nobody else to get cut off.
Yeah,
All
it's
right, y'all.
good. I'm through. But like I said, I know I'm Aboriginal. I just trace my lineage. All my people were landowners and farmers. Landowners. For sure, I got documents. I'm fighting in court now. I'm scared what these crackers gonna do to me, cause Walmart, banks sit on my land, all that shit. But I'm fighting in that shit, and I'm the only one in my family to fight. I got older uncles, all that shit. I'm the only person taking it. I'm paying for attorneys. Ain't nobody helping me, so I can't go around saying, oh, this nigga a Asian or fuck these niggas. Nah, even when I win this land, I'ma still put it in a private trust for my family, and I ain't gonna cut nobody out. Like I said, all that goddamn divisive ass shit, the people need to stop that shit, man.
I agree. I believe like if you don't agree, then you don't disagree. It's hard to put out slant. And that's why a lot of people don't like me because I don't really slander people without proof or make allegations towards anybody without facts. Uh, so it's just like we got to be wary of what we say, but at the same time, niggas ain't up too bad for critique. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can be critiqued and challenged, and you know what I mean on what they saying. But I believe it can be done on matters. Like I said, he have spaces where he allow random people on his spaces. People get on all the time asking him about different various things. So motherfucker just have to take the time out to go confront him yourself. You feel me? And speak to him to see, like he said, see if he constantly avoid that particular topic or go against it. You know, the motherfucker gotta start voicing their stuff. People easily accessible these days. So man, who else we got on here? We got Bubbly Cuz and Real Life. So what's going on, Bubbly Cuz?
Ain't nothing much, my guy. Hey, question, man. Which one? Who was it that had the actual conversation with Tariq Nasheed about this shit?
I
It
don't
was
think
somebody who
nobody
was
out of
talking.
my community had one, but I believe it was a couple brothers that come in and out of our community, antisocial booby, and I think it was the brother Male had a Twitter Spaces that had about 30,000 people in their Twitter Spaces, and Tyreek happened to come in that Twitter Spaces, and I believe they had a dialogue with him then. But other than that,
I mean, it's to the point though where this is ridiculous. I mean, I feel what the brother talking about, but at the same time, let's make sure we got the same energy for both sides. Because if I'm correct, and this is if I'm correct, because I like to think all the way back to who the first person I seen do what. That nigga was over there talking shit about her or being divisive over there about this place. I mean, let's be real. Niggas only go where the money is. And that's all he's ever been. Now, I'm not mad at an opportunist. I'm not mad at a motherfucking entrepreneur. But who I'm mad at is a goddamn race jumper. I'm mad at an individual who denies who his lineage is just for a fucking dollar. Like, that's ridiculous. And that's
Who
the type of
denying something though? Like
individual he is.
real talk, who
yeah,
denying
I think
something?
Tyreek always
Bro,
stood on the foundation of Black American, in general. You know what I mean?
I
But I
ain't
mean,
never heard that man say nothing about black people in America until this start popping off over, you know what I'm saying, in
uh,
this community.
man,
Before
he
then,
been first
that
people
nigga
I
was
heard
talking
talk.
cash shit. That nigga
Yeah,
was talking cash fucking shit about anybody who wasn't a fucking Pan African. Period. I don't have to argue that. That's still on goddamn YouTube. He never took it down with his crazy ass. Now, nigga don't hate the man. Nigga don't know the man to hate the man. But the point of the matter is we need to make sure that we got the same goddamn feelings on both sides of the table. Because the way that a fight works is once you stop over here, then that started it, then niggas stop over there, bro. Or either it's done when whoever get knocked out. But then it don't have to be that way at all. I was just watching something yesterday where the man put out something new talking shit about people who from the Aboriginal community. And then you sitting up here talking about niggas. If I'm correct, I heard the man say that he got Aboriginal people that's Aboriginal Americans in his family. So why would you talk shit at all? See, we're talking about honoring the heritage now. See, we're not gonna play with it. We're gonna be for real with it. Like the little brother said, he the only one paying for his shit. And this grown ass man in his family, he's serious. And there's many of us who are serious. We're not really worried about Tyreek like that. We really not over in this community. It's not a worry thing, and not a vindictive thing, a venomous thing. It's not. But if you say something, the shit gonna get answered, and that's just plain and simple.
that's real. That's real. And like I said, I haven't really. I know a lot of people grow from the past. A lot of us, the way we thought 10 years ago, is probably the total opposite or some drastic change from the way you think now, which is common in the growth and development of the normal process of a human being. You understand me? So I believe a lot of people play off a lot of people's old ideology, and a lot of people used to push old ideologies and contrast to where they at now. So what people fail to realize is everybody got to grow eventually from their ideology or from where they understanding is. You see what I'm saying? But those that stay stagnant is the ones that don't grow. So you always gonna have people constantly growing. I just think people highlight the fact that it's a big contrast of where that motherfucker grew from a Pan African to pushing Aboriginal. That's a big contrast. But a lot of these people in this community came from that same way. So, hey, Sister Bethy, you say you had confronted Tyreek. Where exactly did you confront him, and what did you confront him about? Go in on that. I mean to cut you off early.
I went on his Twitter space like 5 times, and he saw me. I was right next to him, and my hand was raised, and everybody that came on after me, he skips over me. Tariq doesn't like me, and that's cool because he does not want me. The only thing I could think of is he does not want me to share this information with his audience. But because once our people learn that they can reap from the same benefits and they won't be suffering in their families, then you won't need no leader. They run their own family tribes, and he don't want that out. He don't want it. I raised my hand, and it's not
So
like
we
if
don't
he,
need no leaders. And
huh?
you absolutely, I said we don't need no leaders. You're absolutely right on that, Sister Betty. And I want to explain the Twitter Spaces to you. Even though it might show you next to the speakers and who's involved, you're really at the back of the list. I didn't know that at first neither, because I've got in a couple of these Twitter Spaces over the last few weeks, and I'll be raising my hand trying to get in, and they don't see me. I'm in the back. I often have to DM someone to tell them to look for me to let me up. So there's so many people in there.
I was
You
up. I was up. I
no,
was
it
up
shows
there.
it on your screen. It'll show you next to them, like you up there. But or it hit you to speak, but it won't. Sometimes it won't often allow you to. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So you just gotta pay attention to it. I'm not saying that he don't know you or was avoiding you or not. Hopefully he wouldn't do that. But if he is, that that's something he got to deal with. Twitter
Uh,
is funny as hell though, because I was confused often on Twitter. I'm on people pages. I'm sitting. It's like I'm right next to him on the panel thing. It shows, but he said he don't see me. So I knew right then that it was something a little tricky with it.
but I thought when you raise your hand in the audience and they let you up there, because I have a Twitter space, and when people are in the audience and they raise their hand, you let them up, right? And that's what I did.
I mean, oftentimes they would, but I know I've raised my hands in a couple of these Twitter spaces that ain't even that large, like a Tariq Nasheed Twitter space, and they didn't see me and let me up. One of my brothers said, "I don't see you." I'm like, "Damn, I'm right in here. Shit. Got my hand raised and everything." So I
oh.
don't know what it is.
When I
Maybe it's
went up,
something.
my hand went down. Because I have a Twitter space and I let people up to speak, and then it tells me that you are up there, and I'm up there, but my mic is muted and my hand goes down because I'm up there, and I think he purposely does that to let me know that I'm never gonna let you speak. I know how to
Okay.
work Twitter
That's
space.
cold blooded. That's cold blooded, and maybe that's why he avoiding the conversation or sit
He
down with me.
avoided me. He avoids me, and
I
it's
got
not
so
like
much
I'm gonna get in there
information.
and
If
be mean to him. It's not like I'm going to be mean to him or say nothing foul in front of the thousands of people he got. I just want to address him like I'm telling the people here in the chat what they have
I mean,
benefits to.
like somebody made a good point in the chat. Well, not really, not really. It ain't a good point. My bad. I ain't really what he said. Well, I think what we need to do is invade his Twitter spaces and force him to come have a conversation with Big Al Power. So what I'm gonna do is probably start up getting some Twitter cracking, and eventually I'm gonna get a huge spaces. Where's Tyreek? Come talk to Big Al Power now. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna make him come out and answer the tough questions at him. That sounds like a dope one. Let's get involved and let's get it cracking. So if you ain't following me on Twitter, make sure y'all go follow me on Twitter. We got TT48 on the panel. Peace and blessings, TT.
What's up, cuz?
What's
I'll
going
let
on,
y'all
real life?
speak first. No, I'll let everybody else speak first. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem
I
with
was
that.
trying to get the sister TT Portier, 48, and I don't know if she can hear me or you might have to unmute yourself. Well, go ahead, realize we'll let you get it in to the sister get her microphone
All right.
situation.
So this is how I feel about the whole FBA shit. I learned enough to know that calling yourself black ain't the thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Um, Tariq Nasheed is delusional as fuck. I'm just gonna say it. I've been saying it for a long time, and I'm not gonna change my stance on this man. Um, I feel like personally, like the brothers and sisters been saying, yo, we need to flood his channel, bro, because AP, I'm not mad at you for for going this way, but at the same time, if we can't have a conversation with this motherfucking man, if he holding Sister Bethy out, you know what I'm saying, and we can't even have a conversation, like, what are we doing? Because at the end of the day, bro, we see you pushing the shit, but you putting a whole nother name and spin, bro. We cannot allow this shit to happen, bro. Y'all, listen. Y'all, like not even me. Y'all have worked too hard. Y'all have worked too motherfucking hard. Y'all done put too many hours in, you know what I'm saying? Researching and studying shit to let this motherfucker come in here and say all this shit and then turn around and say, but we still from Africa. Man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. That's foul. That's foul. And I'm a land right here. We know who the fuck we are. And I'm not mad at the bro for trying to bring more in. But at the end of the day, this nigga is not for us, bro. He is not for us. This
Only
nigga
a
keep talking. Oh, wait. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. This nigga keep talking this African shit. That's my only problem. You keep talking this African shit, bro. All right then. And we already know what he was on before he was on this motherfucking tip. Let's stop acting like this dude is not a fucking it's almost like he's a placement. We can't let no more placements happen, bro. We know what the fuck is going on. If you just look and listen, we know what's going on. This man keeps saying, oh, this our land, but we from nigga, are you? Look, I'm done, y'all. I'm done. Thank you for letting me speak, AP.
I agree with him 100%. I swear to my soul, I agree with you. And it's not that I have hate or jealousy for Tariq, but it's the truth. It's hurting us. And
Yeah,
I'm, uh,
yeah. I don't know about what y'all do. I wake up lost people every day, right? I deal with brothers that use the wrong terminologies or the different terminologies than what I use. You see what I'm saying? So me waking up my people is nothing different than what I've always done. It's nothing different. It's nothing different.
And you know
A
what,
lot of
AP?
people get
It's not.
a lot of people getting overwhelmed because now it is people recognizing their lineage and they have to speak on Aboriginal history. And when one has a larger platform that speaks on it, kind of other people get mad because like they getting overshadowed at some point.
No, AP. It's not
See,
even about that, AP. Please, bro. It's not about that, bro. It's
hold on,
not, bro.
hold
I'm just saying,
on,
bro. At the end of the day, this
hold on. Let me speak.
you got it, AP. My bad. No disrespect, my
I
dude. My
got you.
bad.
No, I got you, big brother. Realize. I know you passionate, big brother. And a lot of people gotta realize, a lot of you niggas was using black a few years ago. Just come around and shit on other people that's using it, even though they are doing the same thing. You gotta learn how to meet people where they are and guide them. And fuck Tyreek. I don't give a fuck about Tyreek. It's about the crowd that he's teaching about their lineage. I'm the one that teach about the other part of the lineage that they don't talk about. These niggas have power.
Yep, AP, and you just said exactly what
So,
I've been saying this. Meet people where they are. I've been saying that. You've got to meet people where they at, bro. Because
and so
everybody ain't where you at, bro.
And so my inception is I've always ushered in people that had the different ideology or had the indoctrinated form. I've been ushering in people like this since I came into the community. I look back at most of these views and I see somebody come out like, man, I remember this brother was a Pan African. I remember this brother was a Stone Cold Hebrew. I remember this sister was a Christian, still telling us to go to church. You know what I'm saying? I remember these. I'm here. I remember I've been here since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like when people get to a certain understanding of knowledge and shit on people that's just now coming into the knowledge. I don't appreciate that.
you're right. I agree. I agree with you,
Hey,
Ab.
peace to everybody. Peace
I
to
agree
everybody,
with you,
man.
Ab.
Yeah, I believe a lot of people get they envy and jealousy override the overall objective at hand. A lot of people have their own personal reasons of why they don't like someone, and sometimes it often comes out as other things to excuse or make excuses to justify. So I think sometimes we gotta learn how to blur that line out. I'm not emotionally attached to any one of you guys. Nobody.
You know what I think Tariq is, bro? I think Tariq is Bob Wire. Cause that nigga straddling the fence like a motherfucker.
A lot of guys straddling the fence. Like I said, I'm not here to highlight. I'm just educate the large platform.
I get it. I get it with you, AP, for real, bro. And I respect you. I'm gonna say that I respect you. I respect everybody who do this work, man. But I
got to constantly reiterate, because a lot of people allocate the fact that I do play Tyreek Nasir videos to piggyback off the comment at hand and to deal with some of his crowd, that people often like to think that we have the same ideology, or that
no. We all know that's false.
I often correct everything that y'all already talked about that needs correction with them. I've been doing it before y'all even knew about the guy. You see what I'm saying? So,
hey, like but hold on, no. What needs to be said is, and this is just straight up. But the bro said it earlier.
The only thing that I don't do that a lot of people do is come with the slander, the scamming, all these other things.
The bro said it earlier, though.
I don't see the proof.
AP, the bro said it earlier. He said we need to be on his shit and let him know this is how the fuck. Well, you can't listen, nigga. You can't straddle the fence and talk about us, nigga, and think we not about to approach you. We need to be all up in his motherfucking mix. If listen, on some real shit. If we gonna allow this motherfucker to speak on us, then we need to be on his ass. You know how he be talking about, oh, we on a bumper? Well, nigga, you need somebody on yours.
Well, straddling the fence is a thin line between not understanding. Often some of you guys maybe even could be looked at as straddling the fence, maybe because your intake of looking at things, or your perspective, or your knowledge of information. So one could often think that some of you guys straddle the fence. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, bro. Not when it come to this type shit. Nah, bro. Listen, you already come on, bro. How could you ever even say that, my dude? You know how we rocking over here. Ain't no African shit over here. And that's what I'm talking about. This nigga straddling the fucking fence, bro. And we need to be on this nigga head, bro. The fuck? This nigga, bro. Listen, bro. I ain't been on your shit in a minute, my nigga. But I'm gonna tell you right now, this Tariq shit, we need to be on this nigga head, bro. Ain't no way he can come through and just speak on both. Nigga, who the fuck you think you is, my nigga? What you talking about?
Like I said, if y'all feel that way about straddlers, y'all should keep that same energy with people amongst you in your same community that straddle the fence. Instead of people outside of your community just trying to come in.
We do that though. Come on, AP. We do that. We do that with our own. We be on our. Come on, bro. We be on each other ass.
Y'all. A lot of people really don't be on each other ass, bro. No, come on, AP. Hold on. Especially, a lot of people pacifier on the shit that goes on. Especially this particular topic, straddling the fence. And I can honestly say very few of y'all talks about the straddlers. I talk about straddlers. That's my main thing. I've been talking about it. So nobody talks about straddlers more than me. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of you niggas straddle the fence too. You see what I'm saying?
AP, what are you AP, come on, man. We don't straddle the fence over here, my niggas. We know who we are. We aboriginal, nigga. All this black. Come on, AP. Come on, AP.
Hold on, real life. People in our community know that I don't push FBA. I don't teach FBA, nor have I ever claimed or identified as an FBA. But yet there are American Indians within our community that claim to be black, claim to have African ancestry, and to be FBA. But none of y'all critique or criticize them for saying that they're full-blood American Indian. This is the double standards is what I'm talking about. Don't do that stuff with me if you're not keeping that same energy with everybody that shows that same potential thing.
See, that's what I mean,
I
AP.
agree with you,
We
AP.
gotta listen.
So
We gotta
don't
disengage from
go
all
with
this shit.
that energy if you don't straddle the fence. If you're
That's what
not
I'm.
dealing with
Hold on,
everybody.
but see, AP though, that's the whole thing. That what I mean when I say straddle the fence. We have to disengage from all of this shit, or else you're straddling the fucking
No,
fence.
no, 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 no. I know. I know what you mean. But you're highlighting certain fashions when there's people that's been around that's never been highlighted. That's all I'm saying. If you're gonna do it, do it right.
AP,
Do it
listen.
halfway.
I'm always
All that
going.
awesome.
I'm always going to say that there's brothers out here who was way before me, who know way more than me. But what I'm coming with is we gotta disengage from this fucking machine, dog. You want listen.
What
This to
machine?
me, look, no, we talking about straddling the fence, right? The United States, okay? That's the machine, the United States, okay? So we talking about straddling the motherfucking fence, right? Okay, so if I'm sitting up here talking about this shit with y'all, but I'm still sending my son to these motherfucking school, then I'm straddling the fence. We have to disengage from all of this bullshit. I mean, all of it. Dog, when I say all of it, I mean all of it.
But see,
Disengage yourself from this fucking, from what the fuck they have built, this United States. This
I
was
mean,
the
I'm with
Americas.
you.
Oh,
I'm
wait,
with you.
wait. This was the Americas before it was the United States. They made the United States of America, America, when all of this shit is fucking America. You better
No,
disengage,
I'm
nigga.
with you on that. And it's hard to, and you're absolutely right. It's hard to talk about a system of straddling the fence, but we're not talking about straddling the fence based off of economic situation of the province. We're talking about straddling the fence of pushing two different ideologies to our people in deception wise. That's what we're talking about. But since we on this particular topic, America and the United States is separate. You feel what I'm saying? You absolutely right. We do gotta watch out what's going on around us. But at the end of the day, a lot of this shit that they call American or United States culture is still the foundation of nigger culture was done. Always. You feel me?
That's
That's,
you
that's,
absolutely right. Absolutely right.
that's,
And
is
add
that,
power. You are absolutely right when you say that we at one time was calling ourselves black until we got an understanding of everything. But the real problem that I have with Tariq is the fact that he knows of being Aboriginal. He's aware. Y'all educated him, and he is clearly aware of what Aboriginal is.
well,
The
I can't say
problem,
that I educated him or nothing like that. I feel like I should. I do want to inquire and equip him with some knowledge that I have if we can have that conversation. But I can't say I've contributed to any of his understanding. But I know that I want to have a conversation with Tyreek so I can honestly say that I've taught him a thing or two, or he taught me a thing or two. You see what I'm
right?
saying? So often it's about the communication. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
People people fail to how to learn how to communicate even in hostile environments, or
but
when
he,
even somebody is skeptical of.
but he knows Aboriginal as we do, and he
No, he don't.
identified.
He don't. Listen, Sister Bethy, he really don't. And I know he might sound like it. He doesn't have a clue on Aboriginal history. I mean, I can just hear it in his
Oh
voice. I can hear
no,
it. He
see, I
don't
didn't
know.
know that. I didn't
He
know that.
don't
I
know.
thought
No,
that
no, no,
he.
no.
No, look,
Bethy,
he got his
Africans
Aboriginal, he
just
got his
now
Aboriginal
learning.
shit from y'all. He got his Aboriginal shit from y'all, from all y'all that speak this shit. Y'all think this nigga don't
Hold
be
on,
listening
hold
to
on,
him?
hold on.
Come
Y'all
on,
gotta
man.
calm down with that. Y'all be giving. Y'all gotta calm down with that. Tyreek was one of the first people I heard talk about North America as Turtle Island. That's on the second Hidden Color DVD. So listen, y'all gotta chill with that. A lot of us didn't contribute to some of his knowledge on Aboriginal people. He's been around Moors that's been talking about Aboriginal shit. So like I said, we gotta chill with this
See,
taking
that's what
credit
I'm
on
saying, though,
things.
bro.
We
Talk to
gotta
him though. Talk to him, cause the shit he be saying be throwing people off. Let's not act like the
No,
shit
no,
he
no,
was
no.
saying don't be
What I'm
throwing
saying
people off.
is, we all know that, but we're not going to make it a big deal. What I'm saying is, he needs correction. I substitute and I correct him. It just so happened a lot of people like to keep going in and on it because it gets him a few views. He got a big following. You know what I'm saying? I'm only here to elevate the people, man. I'm only here to keep elevating and educate my people, man.
Well, Rootwork
See
pulled
what I'm
away
saying?
from him and came back and apologized and gave an understanding of
Hell,
him
it was a lot of people that
pushing.
somebody said, "Oh, did Corey Mayo? Y'all niggas funny as hell."
And
Yo,
he because the problem, he keeps trying to consolidate us with Africans, saying let's get together. No, they're not us. And
Hell, I just heard
I
a
don't
brother the other
know.
day from my Indian community saying we need to stop this and we need to get down with Africa. We need them. This is one of the brothers that was running around in our community. He just did a video, the whole rant the other day, like 2 days ago, talking
I
about we
saw
need that.
that. That was crazy,
So,
man.
but people's not critiquing and criticizing that. So don't dismiss
I
me with the
saw
double
that. Yep.
standard.
I saw
I
that,
don't
and I
want to
was
hear
like,
it.
"Oh,
I
you
don't
done
want to hear
lost
it.
your
If you're not
damn
critiquing,
mind." Yep.
if you're not going to critique your own and go outside and critique somebody that's outside of your stock, that identifies your stock, then I don't want to hear it. If you're not
Hmm.
critiquing,
That's fact. That's
You're right.
motherfucking fact.
I heard that dude the other day too, and I'm like, "Oh, he done lost his mind for real."
yeah, I don't know what the hell that was about. But
Yeah,
then again, I
yeah.
see the following couple days, motherfucker building with some of the big dogs on some regular shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know what that was about at all. I just know that my mission statement, since I came into the community, y'all go back and check my first video in 2017, 18. I've been told y'all my mission statement is to wake up the most indoctrinated people. And a lot of y'all was the most indoctrinated ones that I came across.
You know what? You know what, AP? I gotta be honest, bro. I've been a lot of places on my journey, right? You know what I'm saying? This is my journey, right? I'm only speaking for me, bruh. I done been a lot of places as far as trying to find out some shit. Just to know, right? And what I've learned in my journey is that some stuff you take with you, and some stuff you leave right where the fuck it's at, right? So for me, I can listen to Tariq up to a point, up to a point, and
I
then
can
I'm
I can
like,
listen to I can listen to somebody disagree and agree in the same
but see the
conversation.
thing, but see the thing is, see, this is real shit. You can learn something from someone that you disagree with. I've done it many times. I've learned a lot of shit from somebody that I disagree with.
Well,
Um,
not often about what you disagree with, but it's often something else in there that's
right, but in the conversation, you're going to
conversation that
disagree.
you can learn from.
Right.
So what we do, and they often call that eating the meat, spitting out the goddamn bones. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta understand that it's a process. I mean, I don't know what you guys is here for. I tell y'all what I'm here for. So if what I'm doing ain't what you here for, why the fuck are you commentating on? That's what I'm saying. Obviously, I don't have the same mission statement as me. Deal with your mission statement, or your mission won't get complete if you're worrying about mine. You dig?
oh God.
We got Tayshawn and Smoke Signal on the panel too, by the way. Shout out to Tayshawn and Smoke.
Peace, peace, peace. Shout out to my big bro, big Aboriginal Power, man. Y'all make sure y'all liking, y'all sharing this shit. And if you ain't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Peace to the panel. Peace to all the American Aboriginals. Peace to the FBA brothers and sisters. Hey, AP, if you don't mind, can I get the flow for like 2 minutes, bro?
You got the flow for as long as you need, brother. Go ahead.
All right, bet. So, first off, I want to say this shit ain't about Tyreek. We done said this a couple of times. It's not about Tyreek. It's about the people that's following Tyreek, that's coming into the information, and they're rocking with the FBA because they understanding that they are a distinct group of people. We got that understood, right? We're here to wake up the people that's following Tyreek. This is a chess move. This is a counter. We countering what Tyreek's doing, right? All right, so I got that out of the way. All right, so we want to talk about this fence straddling. I've been holding back on talking about this shit out on somebody's panel for a while. Ever since all this shit that went down since the award show. Um, and first off, I was saying I wasn't gonna pick no side, but you know what? I'm sitting back, I'm watching a bunch of lives, niggas throwing shades, niggas that I see that used to be cool, niggas that got each other numbers. I don't have these niggas numbers, but they got each other numbers and they throwing shade at certain people. So now I have picked the side. And the side that I'm on is this panel that I'm on and the people that rock with this panel. All right, so if we want to talk about fit straddling, you got niggas in the community like Top Cats that made a whole making of an African American. This nigga got a big ass following, and people that call themselves American Indians and American Aborigines, they be in his motherfucking chat dropping fire emojis. All right, so and then let's go to the yeah, I'm about to talk my shit. Let's go to the award show. Y'all want to talk about we need to stop these people. These people are agents. Hey, let's keep it a book. That award show was some bullshit. What the fuck is we talking about? Why everybody mad at bro? AP been playing Tariq videos for the last year and a half, bro. I went back and watched some of the old shit. This ain't shit new, bro.
Facts.
And he's been critiquing what the bullshit that Tariq say. He's been critiquing it. The only reason he's playing these videos is because certain talking points that Tariq have, bro. This shit ain't about Tariq. But if we want to talk about fence straddling and calling out people and agents and all this shit, man, we better keep it a buck and start calling out who really doing the fuck shit. Some of y'all niggas still fuck with Curry Mayo. I can't believe y'all niggas raised $12,000. $12,000 for that nigga? The fuck? Well, y'all out y'all motherfucking mind, boy. This nigga Top Cat talking about. He said he identifies FBA. Why the fuck y'all ain't on his ass?
Facts.
Man, y'all got shit fucked up. If you ain't over here to wake up the people, hey, stay where the fuck you at. Cause what I'm seeing now with this FBA conversation, bro, every day I log on to Twitter, bro, it's a beautiful sight. I see hella black people. I'm gonna say black. I see hella black people just sharing shit. Got goddamn the US flag, the American flag in their bio. When they share shit, they sharing it with the US flag in their caption. And I'm looking like, yo, these niggas waking up realizing that they fucking Americans, bro. Niggas dropping niggas like fuck that African shit. And I'm like, yo, this is a beautiful thing. That's what this conversation is doing. It's waking people up. This FBA shit is starting a conversation that's been needed to be had. Even now, even though I don't identify as black, I know I'm Aboriginal. I know I'm American. I'm from the American. I know that. But when I'm talking to people now, I say black all day. Cause when I say black, they know what the fuck I'm talking about. They ain't thinking about no Africans. Cause if you say black, if you say, hey, I got a cab driver, he black. They know who you talking about. Cause if it was an African, you gonna say African. Just like you got the Jamaicans. The Jamaicans come in. Even though we the same goddamn people, but let's keep it a book. When we say black, we talking about North American niggas. Cause when Jamaicans come here, they call themselves Jamaicans. Shout out to my Jamaican brothers, Haitians, Cubans, Puerto Ricans. Let's keep it a book.
Hey, Tayshawn,
Cause when
I
we
don't want to stop your bill. I want you to keep going in, but listen, they
yeah.
ain't gonna talk about the scammers in their community. People that openly got lawsuits for plagiarization, motherfuckers who've been scamming in the community. Then go out and talk about somebody else. Niggas start talking about the shit within y'all community if y'all gonna open your fucking mouth. Other than that,
that's a fact. But yeah, I just want to land my plane here. Hey, we
listen,
tripping on
mind
the
you, the
black
same
word too
niggas
much.
who talking about Tyreek
Okay.
scamming is the same niggas who ain't donate a motherfucking thing to him. The niggas who donated ain't complaining. It's the niggas that didn't. Like y'all niggas weird.
That's a fact. But yeah, I'll land my plane here, bro. Like, I think niggas tripping too hard on the black word. We gotta act like Truth said, ain't nobody came out the pussy conscious. We was all black once at one point. We was all African American. So I feel like niggas need to humble themselves and if you gonna teach, help teach. If not, stop making fucking reaction videos and shit. That shit is corny as fuck.
Yeah,
How
they
about you
trying to
teach
make
your
they
people?
got their own personal feelings towards Tyreek. And like I keep wanting to reiterating that the people of his community that support him, that's donating to him, is not the ones complaining about him scamming. It's niggas that's not in his community that's not donating, talking about him scamming. When y'all got scammers in your own community that y'all not talking about.
Dame, Top Cats, Phoenix Moon. It's people that still rock with them, calling themselves American Indian and Aboriginals, and they still rock with it. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Man, people need to shut the fuck up. Like I said, I picked the side. You see what side I'm on. Ah, fuck that shit. I'm not nah.
That's
And
a
that
fact.
video you was talking about from 2 days ago, AP. Yeah, I seen that shit. I went back and watched it. That was some bullshit.
Yeah,
Like
nigga
that
talking
nigga could
about
have hit y'all
we
up if
eat
he felt that
Africa,
type of
but
way.
ain't nobody talking about that. Like, what the fuck?
Right. What the fuck, man? But I'm done, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
I want to allow the brother Smoke Signal to get it in. I know he fresh on the panel. Go ahead, Smoke Signal. You got the flow.
Salute to the chat channel panel.
Salute to you, brother.
Yeah, well, the arguments on both sides are very well articulated, and what I thrive off is the contention. And since everything has been well articulated, I'm just gonna sit back in the cut and enjoy the rest of this session. Y'all keep it up.
And that's why I like to have opposite understanding. So I appreciate Realize and Sister Betty for their opinion on things, which is like you said, very well articulated with reasonable points. You know, but it's a double fold street. You see what I'm saying? Uh, like I said, if we gonna do that, we're gonna stand on that, and we're gonna portray it. Oh, that's what we do. We got to do it in your own community and the people that's amongst you that identify. I've been doing it my whole time I've been out. You know what I'm saying? So I've called out frauds since the beginning, and kept my information going and built with other brothers and sisters that understand the mission at hand. There's more people in North America that is Aboriginal bloodline that's calling themselves black than they is Indian. There's more people in our land that's connected to our lineage, our bloodline, that call themselves black than they do Indian. But you think your job is done. You think your job is done, huh? You gotta let these people know we got awareness to do. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Black people that didn't understand or was recognizing their lineage, Sister Betty, when you went down to DC and you marched and that shit went viral. You know what I mean? Black people watched that like, damn, we do got Indian in us. You motherfucker right. You understand that? So we still have a mission at hand. We still have a vast majority of people uh that don't understand what's going on.
Hey P, you know what I tell people that say we got Indian in us? This is what I say. We don't have Indian in us. We are the Indian. That's what I say to people that say we got Indian in us.
I mean, yeah, that's an understanding that you had to come into recently. But like I said, a lot of us don't have that. You got to educate them on that. They gonna say how, and then now you're gonna have to elaborate. So you have to have some type of elaboration on that. You know what I'm saying?
All
We
I gotta,
all
all I gotta,
Exactly.
hold on, wait a minute. You said you gotta elaborate on it. All I gotta do is say, go talk to your great grandmother or go talk to your grandmother.
And
They'll
your
tell
grandma
you.
the same thing
They'll
that you
tell
want
you.
elaboration on. She gonna say that we was mixed. Or your grandma
Exactly.
was that.
And that's
She ain't gonna
okay.
say that we are that. You know what I'm saying? So we still have to insert certain input onto the elders' information because we got to realize this is critical. Not you know what I mean? We got to be real with yourself that your elders was indoctrinated before you. So
That's
what
fact.
you do to help them is bring back information that they don't got, right? Right, and help them understand what they always know. You see what I'm saying? It's the add clarity. Link is in the chat, by the way. The link is in the chat. Anybody want to hit the link?
And y'all know the easiest way to start the conversation. If you say Indian, like AP say, you're gonna have to really explain that. But if you start the conversation and say, look, black people in America, we've been here. Cause when you say black, they already know who the fuck you talking about. You say Indian, you talk about the Native Americans, the TP niggas, nah. Niggas in America been here. That's how you started off.
So
That's why we say you
that's a
gotta meet
fact.
people
If
where
you go
they
to
at,
any
man.
neighborhood and say the black people been here in America, they gonna know exactly what the fuck you talking about. But
Facts.
niggas get online, they're too Indian and too smart to understand what the fuck they talking about now. You see what I'm saying? Like that's weird.
That's
You
a
know what I'm
fact.
saying?
That makes sense, Ab. That makes sense. You're right.
We can't shit on where you came from. You can't shit on the people that still stuck there from where you just left from. A lot of you guys ain't been there longer than a decade. You just came into this information. Be
Me?
humble.
Yeah, you know, I
But
say
how,
sometimes.
Mike? Oh, I'm
Go ahead,
sorry.
sister. Go ahead, sister.
But,
Betty.
and I really agree with y'all when y'all say if you say black, they know exactly who you're talking about. But my thing is, how do we um, meet them to help them transition into knowing that they're not black and who
Well,
they actually are when someone keeps saying consolidate the Africans with them?
right. Well, that's a good question, Sister Bethy. And and often it's hard when someone that combats it, right? It's hard to teach someone that combats your Aboriginal that you know what I mean that wants to stay there with this out of Africa or this so-called ideology. But what we're starting to realize is that just say for instance the FBA brothers and sisters they're they're not as hard as someone that's combative because they're already checking their lineage. They're already saying they're not African. They don't want to be tied to Africa. They got peoples that was here. So when they start dealing with lineage here, somebody had to teach on lineage here. There's nobody teaching on lineage here. They just talking about it. You come into play.
And
The
right,
teach,
and in
teach
saying that,
this is
Ab
I come into
Power,
play.
in saying that, and you're absolutely right. But when you got the leader of the pack trying to
Well,
push
Who the leader?
African, it throws everything
that's
off.
that's what we got to kill. I don't think it's no leader. There's a large speaker of the movement. Like someone on the outside, right? That's not in our Aboriginal community. That maybe a Hebrew or a Pan African will often say, Dane Calloway is the leader, even though he's not. He has a large platform that speaks towards this information. So someone will often phrase that, and this is much what we're seeing right now. It's not about Tyreek. My mission is not to teach the old guys that has their set standards on what they're teaching already. My guys is to teach the ones who's just now looking into their lineage, which is 100,000 people that's viewing the particular conversation. My job is to get a couple hundred of those, a couple thousand of those over here to understand their lineage. If I can get one of them to do that, I have my mission done.
I I understand.
Hey, I got a suggestion. How about everybody that's on the panel and everybody that's in the chat, go share this right now on your social media, and in your caption say "Big Aboriginal Power." Check Tariq Nasheed on history. And how about we get this shit in the algorithm? How about that? Since we want to keep making it about Tariq, people want to say, "Oh, Tariq, all right, fuck it. Well, let's get his ass over here."
Yeah, do that. Do that. How about that? Everybody post me. Go tag me right now. Big Aboriginal Power. Do what again, big bro?
And say "Big Aboriginal Power." Checks Tariq Nasheed on history.
Facts.
Hashtag Tariq Nasheed. If you follow Tariq Nasheed on Twitter, tag him. Instagram, tag him. Facebook, tag. Let's do it. Fuck it.
I like that. I like that. I like that. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I've got so easy with it. It's like second nature teaching someone who don't that's lost or don't understand my ideology. It's second nature to me now. A lot of y'all might not understand because y'all don't do it as often, but it becomes second nature to me. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to the brothers that do. It's a lot of brothers and sisters that put out work that's really able to keep the information going, to able to get down to the level, to able to use certain terms to gather them in. You see what I'm saying? We got to realize that. You know what I'm saying? We not none of us is too wrong for critique. None of us is too bad for critique. Sometimes it seems like a nigga talking down on you, but I'm talking with you. Yeah, we all need to hear this.
Did he say big Aboriginal power takes Tariq Nasheed on history?
Checks,
Checks,
check,
checks.
check.
Checks. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's in my Twitter. I'm writing it on my Twitter page.
Make sure y'all
Tag,
tag me
tag them.
at Power Aboriginal. My name is Power Aboriginal on goddamn Twitter. So we got Mr. Miyagi on the panel. We got Kareem Bay back on the panel as well. What's going on, Mr. Miyagi? Chief Holiday, what's up?
Hey, peace. Peace to the guys, man. Bap. Peace to the panel, man. Everybody doing, man. Just wanted to tap in. So y'all getting ready for the rap battle between Big Aboriginal Power and Blue?
Hey man, let's talk about it. I ain't even talked about it too much, but let's talk about it a little bit while we got a nice little crowd in here. Go ahead, talk about it a little bit.
Hey, well, April 30th. You know, shout out to the brother Lex Vortex and the Rap Battle League, man. You know, I don't know if you reached out, how y'all put it all together. You know what I'm saying? How it came about. You might want to talk about that a little bit, but
I'll get into it.
I think it's good for the culture, man. Once again, it's about reaching our people, getting information to people. That's what it's about. And once again, you just said something that was key. Nobody's above reproach, right? So a lot of these YouTubians heads get so big that they don't even want nobody to critique any of the things they're saying. But if you were putting out some false information, you know, or some incomplete information or some inaccurate information, you're in the public. So we have a right to critique it. But Tayshaun, shout out to Tayshaun, he said, this is a chess move, bitches. Calm down. Like, y'all ain't got nothing else to do? Don't you got some building to do? Well, guess what we doing? How about this? What we've been doing. We've been built this house for you to come to. You ain't bringing no nothing to it. You're just coming. Not inviting nobody, not even your family members. So this is very accurate when we're talking about having tools to combat even people, you know, that think like this in your goddamn family. So why would anybody have a problem with waking more people up? Somebody woke you up. I mean, y'all gotta make this make sense. So other than jealousy, and then people look and they know y'all understand that this is a business. So a lot of these people, they're not here to give, they're here to take. Let's be clear. And then everybody want to sit around pointing fingers and talking. Like, you should be able to see who's causing all the problems. If we just fall back, we got plenty to do. That's what we be doing it. And Tayshaun said it right. Look, y'all still sitting there fighting. Who y'all fighting? On the internet. Who y'all fighting? We're taking this to the people. We need a critical mass of people woke. Now, everybody's not going to have the same level of wokeness. That's impossible. So a lot of these clowns is talking all this crazy stuff, bro. Like, stay in your lane. A lot of y'all don't have the clearance level yet because you just came into the information. It may be gung ho, and I hate you bougie ass Indians. I got in the tribe and I'm recognized by who? What? Well, I'm really confused. What do you get out of that? And then how can you help everybody else and give it and pay it forward to everybody else? Because guess what? Once we get the key, we're gonna turn around and open up the door for everybody that is considered a so-called African American or a foundational Black American. Or guess what? A foundational American Aborigine. And now motherfuckers mad about that. You don't have the clearance to be mad.
Right.
You ain't been around long enough to be mad, motherfucker. You ain't put in enough work to be mad, motherfucker.
Right.
Let alone to speak. How the fuck is you speaking? Oh, God. And I know that make y'all mad. I know that make you mad. But guess what we're doing? We're building jobs. We're creating businesses, breaking ground. What have you done? Okay. So once again, tap in, bro. This is the greatest of all time, man. We doing this over here. Man, press go for all the great ones in the chat room, man. You guys descend from the greatest motherfucking human beings in world history. Period. Why wouldn't they put us to sleep? Why wouldn't they tell us that we from somewhere else? When all the evidence say here. Now, this is one thing I gotta say about Tariq Nasheed. Check this out. You cannot say it's contradictions. You cannot, the same video, I seen this video, it's contradictions. You can't have contradictions. Tell people that, hey, you came from Africa at a certain time, and then turn around and say, but it was black aborigines here, and then red people here, then green people here, purple people here. Nigga, what about the archaeology? What about the science that said niggas was here first? That means aboriginal. We sprung from this soil. Maybe we got to introduce the Tontonist. Which might not be time yet. Shout out to the Tontonist one. Might not be time for a lot of you guys. Y'all still struggling with aboriginal. Still struggling. You don't even know who American is. Watch y'all motherfucking mouth, man. Put in some work. Why you worried about everybody else? Y'all know what? I don't pay y'all no attention. People bring it to me. And I'm about to start like, hey, don't bring nothing else to me. That these clowns are talking about unless it's got something to do with building. Like, okay, hey, that's great. We're busy. We're up for days working. Fuck is y'all talking about? And motherfuckers don't appreciate shit. Nothing. Nothing. But want to critique Ab, definitely better shut the fuck up talking to me. We want to critique motherfuckers, but don't critique motherfuckers lying about their grandparents. Lying about the information. Telling the information wrong. And they come here talking about the making of nigga shit. Y'all so hoes. Boy, this is why I try to be calm. But this is why I be turned up on you dummies. Because it's grown ass dummies, grown ass dumb motherfuckers following. Yo, you know what? But y'all have the right to do what you want to do. But we have the right to call you the fuck out. Real talk. This is niggas acting like children.
Niggas ain't critiquing that.
And then motherfuckers, motherfuckers wouldn't even be doing all this weird shit if y'all didn't encourage it. They be like, soon as they did it, be like, nah, we don't rock with that. Y'all don't do that. Motherfuckers sitting around like this is a motherfucking Love and Hip Hop or something. I thought we was here to wake the people up.
Facts.
Motherfuckers is not here to build civilizations. Hey, we're gonna get some land. You ain't got no land yet. Motherfuckers 60 years old talking about we're gonna buy some land and do no nigga. Y'all supposed to be building on the land you got and talking about passing down generational wealth. Niggas just with starter kit plans, huh? Yo, you know this is y'all problem. You just started doing something. And then trying to critique other people. Other little niggas talking about, what have you guys built? Nigga, I got shit older than you. Watch y'all mouth, man. This is y'all problem, bro. I swear to God. Man, stay in y'all lane, please. If you ain't going nowhere in your lane or you just sitting on the sidelines, stay on the sidelines. But we got real work to do over here. This shit is crazy. Arguing over colors. The bones are real. This education system, everything is fucked up. So if you don't have the tools to tell the people, you know, they done got an education, they got straight A's, and they successful in this system.
Running around pushing that your ancestors' bones in this land ain't real. Your ancestors' bones ain't real no more.
But they monkey bones over there are real in Africa, right?
White boy shit.
Stop it, man.
Your
These
ancestors
niggas are tragic.
People shit now. That's what people are pushing in the community.
I don't know. Well, they had we've had an open debate on this on Bro Sanchez channel. They got 15 hours. Anybody gonna debunk that? Go debunk that. The most reliable way is to identify human remains as bones, not spit. I'm not playing with y'all no more, bro. I don't even understand. We're gonna have fun with this, man. I'd rather talk about the rap battles and building businesses. Once again, tap in. Looking for a job, looking to relocate. Holla at your boy, man.
Let's talk about
chiefholiday@gmail.com. That's what we on. Y'all have jobs, you have things, whatever. Holler at us or whatever. We'll help bring. We're building over here. That's what we're doing. Y'all know the tour of me and Big Aboriginal Power is underway.
I need to get Big Dog Philly OG contact because we're gonna be in Atlanta. We're gonna be in Louisville, May the 5th, May the 7th, and in Atlanta, May the 12th. So I need to get Big Dog Philly OG information. We got something real big playing together for Atlanta. We're gonna try to Aboriginals take over Atlanta. Aboriginals take over Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna push that. So yeah, y'all just be in tune for that. And I do have the up and coming battle rap event coming up. I do have a battle coming up. Shout out to the brother Out the Blue. Shout out to the brother Out the Blue 40. Got the battle rap coming up on Vortex Battle Rap Live, Battle Rap League Live. I'm ready to get it in. I haven't even started writing my rounds. I'm probably gonna start later on today though. I am gonna get to some rounds today. Start putting together some shit. Shout out to everybody, man. So yeah, if y'all also involved in like the craft of battle rap, there's opportunities for other brothers to get in and get some battles. You know what I'm saying, to display some of your bars, you know what I'm saying, your rap ability. You feel what I'm saying? So shout out to the brothers out there that rap, tag in, tap in. I do want to kind of, before I get out of here and get ready to transition out of here, I do want to allow y'all brothers to hear maybe one of the brothers battle rap rounds that I'm gonna be going up against. I will be going up against the brother Out the Blue. Matter of fact, let's get to that. So I'm gonna allow one of y'all to speak. I think I heard somebody about to say something.
AP, real quick, about the rap battle, right? We had talked about we're gonna also add for the opening for the main event is beat battle. So he got a beat champion. We're gonna pick a beat champion to represent the Aborigines. So it's gotta be your beats, original beats. Holler at your boy Chief Holiday at gmail.com. Tap in. We're gonna pick somebody from the Aborigine community to represent in a beat battle. It's gonna be five, give us about 5 beats. So yeah, holler at your boy Chief Holiday at gmail.com. We're gonna make it worth your while too as well. So Oh, that's me.
That's dope.
Yeah, so definitely, man, you got some dope beats. Beat battle, represent the Aboriginal community, and the Shaka Zulu versus Montezuma rap battle. So yeah, man. So we're gonna have some fun with that, y'all.
Hey, so
I'm surprised while we putting this together.
In all respect to the brother Blue, shout out to the brother Blue. I believe he's decent when it comes to battle rap. I think he's one of the best over there. Shout out to the brother LV, that's over there. I'm gonna play these brothers rounds. I'm gonna play these brothers rounds off. So y'all listen up. This is the brother Blue, Out the Blue, which is who I'm gonna be battling, and versus LV. All right, so let's listen to their first round.
If I go vegan, I'll turn his head into a veggie plate. You all glass.
This is Out the Blue, by the way. This is Out the Blue rapping right here. This is Out the Blue. Listen.
Bar, level 4 max. I'm talking fad time. Now you bleeding all on your shirt. It look like red wine. And the doctor checking his tip. Make sure his head fine. Wrapped in a pillow and sheet. I say it's bedtime and blue back. Tougher than a new pack of red vine. See, if I go vegan, I'll turn his head into a veggie plate. You all glass. This small mass still hit like a heavyweight. He talk big game, but I pull, never hesitate. After the big bang, then he move to a steady state. See, I'm the only fireman that I never put a fire out. I came to flame something. Finna cook, Sam. I can feel a change coming. Tried to bring you back in the fold. Jesus can't change nothing. I came to put you back on track, but with a train coming. Yeah, we not the same, cousin. I breathe different. I've been on deep missions, at least 3 with heat vision. This will start a fight if I fuck up a clean kitchen with his blood and his brains all over the clean dishes. Yeah, he seem vicious, but we know he don't mean business. Nah, I'm finna put him in his place where he happy at. Nah, I never let a big nigga back me back on crit. The stick kick like a hacky sack. And I always aim where a big nigga hat be at. Another egg, I might have to crack. Yeah, the energy that I feel, I might have to match. Trying to scramble just to even pass a pack. Shady shit'll get you killed in the aftermath. Roll on him with the tires in the back that's flat. On point at the top like Cactus Jack. It can be a sticky situation if I have to act. Make sure my flag hang, but it don't have to drag. See, I gang bang. Your shit ain't half as bad. And I'm tired of the lessons that I have to pass. See, I used to go to school with half a mag. The teacher cool, but I was trying to kill half the class. See, this mean at least half them pass. 10-4. Half the class ain't know what they was info. I'm going room to room. Better pray you kinfolk. I'm Columbine, strapped with black boots and a trench coat. Round, man.
right, so how y'all feel about the brother Blue? That's Blue. Let's listen to the next brother, LV. Listen up. Shout out to Blue.
All right. Blue came with that fire, man. That's what's up, man. Let's get some fire emojis in the building. Just do your thing.
Hey, that's pretty heat. He had some bars right there.
Yeah, that was
If I said I rap for paper,
Fed time, red wine. That was he had some bars now. All right, Blue.
Keep a white bitch for the charge, code name is Casey. Either I rose once or I drive Miss Daisy. Completed missions on half a tank. Pockets on low, but still got control of about half the rate. I was dumb, didn't know how to think. Does it hold money or information? Either way, is that a bank? All valid questions. The valet show me lessons. When you neutral in the whip, all the bags get checked in. Mortal Kombat and Street Fighters, I Capcom with a Tekken. There's a call of duty to get your soul caliber by a Wetson. This way's to live, just hit with a proposition. If it makes sense, there's dollars. On mama, I opt to listen. Opportunity comes once. Get punched with my pot to pissin'. My apron shows you know I ain't forgot my kitchen. The oven 350, the bread 360. It all comes back to the start. You dig me? Your goons is cartoons. You shoot harpoons at pixies. Go ask Cricknack. Everything all nifty. A beautiful day with 5 Quebec community. Say fifth, get lifting, get click for immunity. At chef, at best, I rest text on tables like gratuity. Then raise that bitch like the next level of ingenuity. It's me, nigga. I do more than flex. You the dummy trying to grow in a league called Vortex. I'm the one who meditate off short breaths. You stay in the house or jump up the porch next. When I first heard your rounds, I felt for you. All I could think of was homeless rats in the league that shelters you. Yeah, there's balls, but the cards always dealt for you. A heavyweight in your face and you can't escape how welters move. Mike Tyson or the doctor, whatever I puncture, wound. When in my function, goons, werewolves that rob everything in your house except silver spoons. When I think red, I think devil. When I think blue, I think coon. Gun battle, middle of the street, high noon, bullets with names on it. I'll be seeing you soon. Staring match with death, don't blink. I can see the glitz of the moon. When I'm Jay-Z in his prime, like, why would I argue with Loon? Let's go, nigga.
And I'm gonna end that round right there, man. That was a brother LV. That was LV and Blue, man. That was a good little battle, man. Y'all should go check that out on Vortex Battle League. That was a dope one. So let me know who y'all got for the win.
Hey, when you asked him though, did he win that battle? He was like, "Oh, it was a tie. We both won." Nah, nigga. I don't know about that one.
He funny as hell.
Yeah, we got some fun, man. We definitely about to Mayweather promote this motherfucker. You hear me? We got some fun. Hey, but once again, it's about the culture, y'all. It's about reaching one person today. Just one. One. But you know what they mad about? Thousands of people are getting this information today. And they're going to be spreading it. People are going to be waking up like, wait a minute. It's happening, man, all over America. And guess what? When that happens, then once the social side happens, then the political side starts happening, then the economic, well, it doesn't have to be in any order. Y'all get the point, right? But the wake up has to happen. Because if you're not woke, you're just sleepwalking. You can't drive like sleepwalking, can you? You know what I mean? You can't do anything. You can't build anything. And we got to stop hating on each other, man. That's the main thing. What are you saying? You love them more? You hate yourself. Like I said, wake up, look in the mirror. I hate you. Like, just hate yourself. And that's what it boils down to. So once again, compete with building something, man. Don't I don't know. I don't, like I said, get to work, please. But we're about to put the links in the chat room, man. For real building going on. That's what's happening. And once again, I thought it was about waking the people up. So I hope we don't have this conversation anymore. Now it's levels to this. Once again, if you just came into the information, you could have grew up your whole life knowing that you was this. But that don't mean you had the information, because guess what? It didn't. A lot of us knew this, but once we went to school, right? they start looking at the television and music, it's indoctrinating us away from it. Now there's a whole genre of music, clothing. People are talking about it in regular, everyday mainstream media now. So when we got the brother Tariq Nasheed, he's not always right, but he's still growing too. He's still learning. And we should stop like filmmakers or teachers. So I go get teachers to be in the film, guys. Just because you're an editor don't make you a teacher. And just because you can read don't make you a teacher. Okay? Let's be clear, but we're supposed to be sharing. So once again, a lot of times people are jumping out the window on this stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. Like, so I just wanted to say that. Like, I'm saying that for a lot of us, And even people with teacher degrees be like, they be mad. They be like, how you guys call yourself teachers? You didn't get this degree that we got. No, it's about waking people up. And did they get something out of it? Did you learn something? Well, I taught you something, motherfucker. Some of us are specifically, this genre that we're talking about is created by us. That's why people are confused. You're confused because we created it. The pale skin didn't create this curriculum, so they trying to figure out how can this be? Man, it's about waking people up. It's about changing our conditions. This group right here has changed history of America and the world, Craig. What's happening? Hey, bro. Did anybody see the 49ers Genesis yesterday, man? When Ngozi over there, AP, you gotta see that. I gotta send it to you, bro. Hey, it was Team Osiris, man. They having you know what's happening over in the Pan Boo Boo community? They're having a lot of infighting, Jabari versus Garfield. And basically you got people that's saying that Kim and shit is some bullshit, right? Jabari. And it's not African. And you got people like Jabari just like, no, it's all a part of the Catholic Roman Gothic. Y'all get the point, right? So they having little problems going on back and forth, right? But y'all know why that is? Because we've been applying so much pressure. They don't have nothing else. Come on home, y'all. Come on home. Let's get it together. Start building here. But we need peace first. Now, we ain't got to like each other, but you know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, ain't nobody went and did nothing to nobody off YouTube. So please stop the tough shit. Like, definitely don't talk to us about tough stuff. That's not just, we got hugs. We got hugs over here, so we don't want no smoke like that. So we're just having fun on the internet, you guys, and be able to capture your attention and be able to give some information at the same time. That's what we're doing. But if you're not trying to wake people up, something wrong with you. Like, I'm tired of all you hoarding ass Indians around here. Ooh, we got the information. Don't even tell the people in their own house. They ain't passed it to people in their family. Oh, they're not going to get it. They're not going to They might not get it from you. You might, used to be fucked up, or, you might didn't make good grades or something. You might not be as, you know what I mean? So they might need to hear it from another frequency, my nigga. That's just real talk. Motherfuckers in my family just might think I'm crazy. So they might need to hear it from AP. You know what I'm saying? They might need to hear it from somebody else. They say, and you know how your family do? They'll come back and say something to you like you ain't been telling them for years. Well, I was watching Red Tail and Omega, and they said that we're from here. And you looking at them like, bitch. I've been telling you this, fighting you for 3 years about the shit. See what I'm saying? This is what our grandmama told us. You know what I mean? So, a lot of people, it's about the words, the verbiage, Indian, or if somebody just said the tribes and stuff like that, right? So here's the problem with the tribe thing, right? When you guys are so gung-ho about being these tribes, it's just a descriptive term of all the people. You know what I'm saying? To be like, these people created these air quote tribes in businesses and stuff and excluded other people. This is how they got into power. So when you turn around saying, hey, I'm a part of that system, fuck y'all. I'm a freedman, fuck y'all. What is it? What are you saying? Instead of putting everybody on, you're saying you are, I'm going to keep it PG today. You're saying you're a traitor. Okay? That's what you're saying. Y'all can respect it or check it. Now it's a problem being a renegade, huh? Well, we are against the system. We're against invasion. We're against indoctrination. We're against death, hate. We're not haters. So once again, I always ask the question: why anybody mad again? Why y'all mad? I'm sorry. What do we what do we do to y'all? What do we say that's gonna offend you? We didn't take anything. We didn't take nothing from nobody. If you're African, be in Africa. Why are you worried about us? If you're Native American, be a Native American. Why are you worried about us? If you're pale skin, you be a pale skin. Why y'all worried about us? What y'all
Fact.
not gonna do is get in our way. That's gonna be a problem because once again, we have the God-given right. We have the legal right. Because some of y'all need the pale skin to give you the legal right to live, breathe, think. You know what I'm saying? Nah, brother. We free thinking people over here.
Right.
Keyword free.
And if this is truly our shit, we shouldn't have to ask a motherfucker for shit. Shouldn't have to think about if not, nigga. Straight the fuck up. With that being said, man, appreciate everybody for tapping in. Shout out to Sister Betty, TT48, Tayshawn, Mr. Miyagi. Do any one of you guys want to say something before we get ready to get out of here and close up this live stream? Sister Betty, TT48, or Tayshawn, you want to say something?
Hey, Chief Billy, man, check the back chat for me, man.
Nah, I just
Check
want
the
to say
comments
salute
chat.
to everybody. Peace to y'all, peace to UAP. Y'all have a blissful day, man.
All right, hit me up, Tayshawn. Peace and blessings, bro. Take it easy.
I got you, bro.
Peace to the chat and the panel. Again, thank you, AP, for having me on. And I, just hope I reach somebody. Can't reach everybody, but all I could do is try with the information that I've come across. But thank you again for having me.
Hey, Sister Betty, I appreciate you for standing up for our Aboriginal men and women on all occasions. We got a solution for that. That's being on cold right there. You understand me? That's being on cold right there. And I seen that little dirty East funky Indian trying to talk shit, and you checked her. That was some real shit right there.
I had to, because obviously some people don't mind our brothers being talked down to. I ain't scared.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Shout out to you, Sister Betty. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep building. Keep building, sister. We got TT40. You want to say something before we get out of here, sister?
I want to say something, but it seems like the mic is up. It's
There
tripping.
you go. I can hear you now. I just heard you say something about the mic. So I guess she'll come back. Shout out to TT40. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure everybody hit that like button. Hit that like button. Thumb up the video. It's very important to hit that thumb up button. And if you're not following me on Twitter, one of my moderators, drop that Power Aboriginal at Twitter. Hold on, let me put my Twitter link in here. Let me put it in the chat so y'all can go follow me immediately right now on Twitter. Right now on motherfucking Twitter. Hold on. All right, it's in the chat. Y'all go hit that link in the chat. It's gonna take you to somebody motherfucking Instagram. Go follow me because I'm tagged in there. Power Aboriginal. All right. Go tag me. Shout out to Sister Betty. Let me retweet that. Shout out to everybody in here, man. I'm probably gonna do a Twitter space here soon. I haven't did one yet. I need to get one cracking. I definitely need to get a Twitter space cracking. So I definitely want to do that. So I might do one here soon. So just be on the lookout for a Twitter space. Check be on the Look out for a Twitter space. All right, y'all. With that being said, everybody tap in. It's your brother Aboriginal Power. Be safe, stay aware, stay vigilant. Hit that like button, support the channel, share the live stream. Go follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all platforms. Peace. Be out.
Suave on the track.
Whatever it takes. Alleyway.
Coco, this your season right now.
They won't see me. They won't let me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the strap. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I put attention, all of my blood, all of my veins. They started with perky, now that hair right up his veins. You started with serving, now them drugs drove you insane. Started with dealing, I grew up with killers, they taught me the game. I got some niggas that die behind, and that shit won't never the same. I know some niggas that lie behind, and that bullet had his name. Ain't no reason to cry about, cause that shit won't never change. MTF the 4th and P, my niggas can't get out the game. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I won't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah. I gotta sleep with one eye open, tripping, making me nervous. I take a piss, my hand on the stern. I know the eyes wanna murder. I got a feeling, keep my stomach paranoid, yeah. I can't let them, yeah. They won't see me, yeah.
Lost, see, I glossed too, we shit ain't been the same. Heard the ops talking to the